Hello, viewers, welcome. I'm Marek Oliver, and these are my friends. Tonight we are playing Paranoia, the perfect edition. This scenario is called Whitewash. I'm bringing you an all-star cast this evening. As you can see from left to right, we have got Mr. Chris Kidd. Search I'm Chris Kidd on all socials to check out what he does. You'll find links below in the comments, or in the description, sorry. Next to him we have Mr. Dave the Grey, who you will find on the Hairy Game Lords channel on YouTube, whose link you will find below. Next to him we have the one and only Mr. Max, who is running his up and coming new channel, Eerie Entertainment, a link you will find below. I am RX Oliver, the producer for the evening. No need for a link, you're already on my channel. Thanks for tuning in, please subscribe if you haven't already. And below me, Mr. Friend Computer, our games master for the evening, the one and only Mr. Phil I Am. You'll find a link for his channels below in the description. Phil, take it away, friend.
I can't hold up.
Yeah, it was like his screen's
He's doing a bit. He's doing a bit.
Reset.
I couldn't hold up for much longer. Right.
Turn him off and on.
Have you tried switching Phil off and back on again?
I mean, blow it into the system. Hello.
No, okay.
Like
So,
it if you blow into his ear, though.
oh yes, blow into my hole. Right. So, yes, we are playing the perfect edition of Paranoia, the most recent one, which came out this year, I believe. But that doesn't matter because the rules don't matter. We're just playing a game, and so we are starting from the very beginning with character creation because character creation is part of the game, which will become apparent as we start. I'm trying to stop my PDF from keep disappearing. So, without further ado, since I'm not explaining any rules, we will start with character creation. So everybody should have a character sheet, which has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different tabs on it. You got one that says Part 2, Productivity Profile. Third part that's called Wellness. Part 4th, Role in Society. Part E, Boundary Data. And back of the sheet, the Naughty Side. Does everybody see those 5? Or maybe 6.
Is the naughty side something I should hide from viewers for now?
That's entirely up to you.
I will, just in case. I'll see what's on it before I
Is it
show it to
live?
viewers.
Is it live? It's not live, no.
No, we're not live. I'm recording, but
In that case, it doesn't matter as long as we can't watch it and see what.
as long as you can't see it, it's
Yeah,
not
so
gonna matter.
it don't matter.
Right,
No, it
okay.
don't matter.
I'm looking at it on pop out so that viewers can't see it anyway, mate. Just in case.
Just give them a
Right.
surprise.
Right. Go on, Max. Oh, I thought you were saying something. No?
No.
No, I'll remember that. Right, okay, so first thing is your name. So everybody should have a name. So do you want to tell your name by... Well, I'm going to go off the... I don't know what the it looks like on screen, so I'm going to go with what I've got on Discord. So Chris, what's your character's name?
My name is Duncan.
Good name.
Excellent. A fine, upstanding name.
My
I'm sure
name
it is.
is-
Yeah, it's a great donut place where I'm a little bit.
Donuts? Do
Yeah,
they
they're
exist?
called Dunkin' Donuts.
Okay. And Dave.
I am Jiminy.
Jiminy, and
Jiminy
Max.
RJRK1.
Jerk. You're all jerks.
No relation.
So it appears.
So Max,
Billy Bob.
Billy Bob, and finally Oliver.
It's a name I've never used before for any RPG character ever. It's a total original one for tonight.
Derek.
Yeah.
Okay. So at the side to the right of that, you'll see it says team name. So you can think about that between yourselves and come up with that one. After we've finished the character creation, we can add a team name that you've definitely discussed in a democratic way between yourselves. And we shall add that there. Underneath name, it says mandatory bonus duty. We're not doing that. Not for now. To the right of that, it says service group. So service group are basically factions within the world of Paranoia, in the place that you live that is called Alpha Complex. So we're not going to do it. We're not going to worry about that anymore. We'll come back to that. Yeah, because it will affect other things. Then underneath that, you will see two things called buttons. You got a treason button and a violence button. Okay.
Mm.
Right. So these are little descriptive, just a little descriptive line, just like just a few words or no more than a sentence of something that pushes your buttons. So these like social buttons, these like triggers, things that trigger you. So one, your treason button is something that triggers you to act in a treasonous manner. Your violence button is something that causes you to act in a violent manner. So, for instance, let's see some examples of violence buttons. So, being mocked over something out of your control. When you receive an XP fine or of 150 points or more. So XP is the form of currency in the game, which is not money. It is a social contract, which is absolutely nothing to do with money. Or a bad guy or bot gets away on your watch. Complain about people with higher security clearances, very long queues, being ignored when you have something vital to share. Things like that. They're just examples. You can come up with absolutely anything.
Can we pick that now? If I've got a good idea.
Yeah, if you've got a good idea, write that into your violence button box.
Okay.
So obviously
I'm
it's got.
we don't share this.
No, it is public knowledge. Everybody knows what your buttons are.
Okay, so Phil, I'll run mine by you in case it doesn't work. So let's say my character's left-handed, and his violence button is when things aren't left-handed. So when something's not suitable for a left-handed person, that makes him violently angry.
Wow, nice.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the. Yeah, that could happen quite a lot. Right, okay. But yeah, so when we come up with what I will do, I shall make a little text on the screen, or yeah, I could put it in the. I'll either make a journal entry or put some text on the screen so everybody can see everybody's buttons. I'll probably make a journal entry actually. I don't know if so. You can always share that on the screen. So I'll make a little journal entry that that you can all reference to see what everybody's buttons are.
Are you want us to pick treason and violence buttons now?
Yeah, we'll do the violence one, yeah, because I'm gonna have to write them down.
We'll
Right,
do the violence one.
Buttons.
Yeah. Okay.
Buttons. Just give me a moment to create this little journal entry. So I'll call it buttons. I'll call the first one violence buttons. Okay, and Derek. Oops. /Oliver. Your violence button is what again?
When things are not left-handed. When things are not suitable for left-handed people.
When things are not suitable for left-handed people. Very good. Okay. So who wants to go next? Who's got one?
Oh, I do.
Okay. What is yours, Max? Then.
Just being bullied.
Being bullied. Okay. Billy Bob /
Really
Max.
shit violence button.
Yeah. Bit of a normal one.
Being bullied. Okay. So you retaliate. Okay. Right. That's fine. And did you say you have one, Dave?
Don't call me Jim.
So Jim, Dave.
Don't call me
Don't
Jim.
call me Jim! Exclamation mark.
I was
Full name.
innocent Jiminy,
Full,
goddammit.
full name is the Sunday name only, is it?
And Chris, what is your violence button?
When somebody shows Cardus or is a card, or I notice something that is perceived as Cardus.
Okay. Radio. So shall I put when you think somebody's been a coward? When somebody's been a coward, how about that?
Yeah, just the word coward is fine.
Cowards, yeah. Cowards. You
Cowards.
hate cowards. Yeah, yeah. Very good. I shall put I hate cowards in capital letters. There we go. Right,
Crap
okay.
cows.
It's
Again-
halfway there, but not
Again,
quite.
a bit on the
Not
normal
quite.
side, Chris. A wee bit.
Okay, so there we go. So so that's the violence button. So Derek, when things are not suitable for left-handed people. Billy Bob, being bullied. Jim, don't call me Jim. Duncan, I hate cowards. Very good. Right, then. So then we need a treason button. So I'll give you some examples of treason buttons in a moment. Oops, tap in. Okay, so some examples of treason buttons. Excuse me, good bit. Treason button ideas. Stuff kept behind unlocked doors. In a large crowd where cameras you cannot see you. The thing you really need is just sitting there. You've been bored for almost 10 minutes straight. A higher clearance citizen acts like they are perfect. You're all alone, even just for a minute. A citizen mocks you in front of others. It is not just dirty, but absolutely filthy. Seeing a mutant power in use. The lights go out. Someone was a prat to be just to be a prat.
So this is something that would turn me treacherous, something that would make me commit treason.
So either something that would cause you to be treacherous, or a situation that you would take advantage of to be treacherous. Like, so the lights have gone out, so I'm going to commit some treason.
Okay.
I'm in a crowd where there's no. I'm in a crowd of people where there's no cameras, so I'm going to commit some treason. Just 1 second.
Much chin scratching.
Does that make sense?
Just having a think.
So like I said, the more it tends to be more situations that you'll take advantage of.
I've got mine.
Okay. What is Duncan?
Yeah, I'll let some other people go
Chris?
first this time.
Oops.
Rules that are written. So if there's a big button that says "Do not press" button, I must press it. If there's a sign that says "Door must be kept closed," I'm gonna open the door.
Oh jeez.
So if it's written on a sign, I've got to see what happens.
Okay. How can I write that? So how should we write that?
It's just like signed rules.
Yeah. Oh yeah. 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 Rules. Signs with rules on.
Disobeys signs.
Well, it's not a thing. It's just like a thing. So yeah, signs with rules.
Are, yeah, what we call them. Yeah. Okay, let me
Yeah.
think.
Signs with rules on. Who's next?
Loopholes.
Loopholes. Take advantage of loopholes. Wow, that's a bit. Okay.
That's a good one.
Jim, Dave.
Hey,
Um,
you're not very far away. I
Turning
can
him-
drive over there and punch you.
Yeah, that's going to make him
Before we
violent
jump
already.
over.
Here where you see Chris go, ugh.
loopholes. Okay. Who's next?
I'll go. Stealing stuff not bolted down.
Oh,
I was just about to say kleptomania, right? I'll need you rethink mine.
Billy.
I've got a
Bob,
good one.
Max. If it's not nailed down.
Yep.
That's what I'll put. If it's not nailed down.
Are you
Okay.
basically a tender?
I've got a toss up between two. Vanity and comedy. I'm tempted to do treasonous things because of my vanity, or I'm tempted to do treasonous things because I think they're funny. What do you
Funnier
like?
one. No, the funny one
Um,
actually, because depending on the type of funny that you are,
Yeah,
you'd be
I'd
dark
go
humor.
with funny.
yeah, I would go. I'll have to if I had to choose one of those, I'd go with if you think something's funny.
Comedy then. Comedy purposes. Comedy value. If
I
something has
shot him in
comedy
the
value.
head because I thought it'd be
Yeah,
funny.
if something
I thought it was funny.
if something treacherous had comedy value, it might cause that might make me cause treason. I like
If-
that one.
If it might,
Be funny.
if I think it would be funny. There we go.
Even just comedy value, if you want to summarize it in 2 words. Comedy value.
Yeah.
Kick over a mop bucket, slips into an acid pit. That was funny.
If I think it would have comedy value. There we go. Radio. So that is everybody's buttons. So that will now be in the journal tab, which I will just make available to everybody. So now you should see an entry in the journal tab that says buttons, which you can open up and look at people's buttons.
No, yeah.
So
I don't.
not
Oh,
that
yeah,
you,
I do,
not that you would want to take advantage of people's weaknesses at all.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So the next thing we're going to do is on part 2, the productivity profile, which is basically your stats and skills. So you got 4 stats. You've got brains, chutzpah, mechanics, and violence. And then under each, you've got what is it, 4? Yeah, 4 skills
4.
under each one that are tied to that that ability. So, right. No. Okay. So, who wants to volunteer to go first?
I'll go.
Okay, so Chris.
I think I volunteered. It was like, okay.
Love this game.
Right. So yeah, we know. So next we are going to set our skills. So everybody can set your gun skill to +2. So this is one thing that's different
Ooh.
from the last.
Oh, it's already
Everybody
on.
has. Oh, is it
it's
set
already
by
on
that
set.
by default? All right,
Already
cool.
says 2 on guns, yeah.
Excellent, excellent. So, Chris,
So,
you
that
can
would
now
be
choose.
4 then.
No. It can be 0
So
if you want, Dave.
+2.
It can be
You said
0, Dave, if you
+2.
want.
Is he being greedy? That's treason.
You said +2. I just added 2 to it.
Being greedy is
Ooh.
treason, just saying.
You've added 2 to
Treason.
it. Have you actually added 2 to it, Dave? Is your gun skill now 4?
No, it's 2.
Right, okay.
I knows better.
I'm going to check that because I don't believe you.
Frank
I'm
Computer
just pointing
sticking
out
you.
Fred
that
Computer
you
is
said
watching.
add 2 to it.
Right, okay. So, Chris, you can choose a skill to be one of your skills as +1.
I want brain.
You want well, brains is a skill.
Oh,
You mean
I mean,
you
is
mean
a
skill, not a stat?
ability. Yeah, skills.
Oh.
Yeah, a skill. So if it was under brains, it would be alpha complex, bureaucracy, psychology, or science.
oh, right, yeah. Sorry.
No, that's okay.
So everything under the top 4. So not brains, chutzpah, mechanics, and violence.
Yeah,
They're
not
the
not
Yes.
brains, not chutzpah, not mechanics, not violence. Anything
I
under
got-
those.
I got confused because under brains is where you put the number. This is not very brainy. So let's go for alpha complex.
Okay, so you can give yourself 1 in alpha complex. Just put a 1. Don't bother with the plus. Just put just 1. Okay. And that means that Derek, you've got -1 in alpha complex.
Nice one, cheers, Chris. I love the character creation in this game.
So, right. So now, Derek, I'm going to use the names because I'm going to try and. Derek, can you choose a skill? And that will be +1.
I'll
It has to be
take.
a different skill.
Yeah, okay. I will take +1 in Intimidate.
Intimidate. So Max, you have -1 in intimidate. You can thank Oliver for that.
Okay.
You're welcome, buddy.
So you put a -1 in that. So Max, you can now choose a skill that gives you +1.
I'm gonna do +1 in engineering.
+1 in engineering. So Dave, you can thank Max for -1 in engineering.
Oh, I love
Only
this
novice
game.
go for engineering anyway, so it's fine. I'll have stealth, please.
Stealth. So you get +1 in stealth. Chris, you get -1 in stealth.
Sucks to be you. I mean, yeah, you're a big brave lad. You don't want to be sneaking around here.
Let's see. Max, you can pick a skill with +2 in. A different skill. Yeah, a skill that has not been picked you've not picked so far on your sheet. Or does not have a number in.
I'm gonna
Well, what has a value of
do.
0?
I'm gonna put 2 in athletics.
You're going to put 2 in athletics. So, Dave, that gives you -2 in athletics.
I'm gonna go with melee.
+2 in melee. Roger melee. So Chris, that means you get -2 in melee.
There goes your big tough guy.
Run away!
Just this, it's not a piece of string that like hates cowards.
I love this game.
So Chris, what skill have you got +2 in? And one that's got 0, one that's still
Charm.
at 0. Charm. So you got +2 in charm. So Oliver, or rather Derek, you've got -2 in charm.
Cheers, Chris, nerfing my charm, you dick.
It's like I'm intimidated with somebody, but I can't charm them. It's like,
yeah. Fun. So it's me to choose.
Yeah, you to choose. Yeah.
I'll have a 2 in melee.
2 in melee. Very well. So Max, you get -2 in melee.
Yay,
Yeah,
round
okay.
yeah.
Okay. So you've already picked a +2, haven't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay. So let's see. Oh, let's do it at random this time. Who's going to be? Let's pick something random. Chris, what skill are you going to put +3 in? What skill at 0 that is still at 0 are you going to make +3?
I'm looking at me
Throw.
when he thinks about it, frick.
Throw.
Throw. So that's -3 for me in throw.
Okay, so you got +3 in throw, and Oliver has -3 in throw. So
Cheers,
Oliver,
Chris.
what are you having in? What skill that is currently at 0 are you setting to +3?
3 in athletics.
Athletics. Okay, so that would go to -3 athletics on Billy Bob, but Billy Bob already has a number in athletics. So what happens here is you basically move down so you track down the skills till you find one that's at 0. So athletics is 2. So that'll be throw.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's a -3.
The -3 in throw.
Okay.
Okay. So Max, what do you want at +3? Something that's got 0.
I'm gonna put operate.
Operate. Okay, so that's +3 in operate under mechanics. So Dave, that gives you -3 in operate under mechanics.
I'm gonna take bluff. Let's go with bluff.
You're going to take so +3 in bluff. So Chris, you get -3 in bluff, unless you haven't got any points in bluff already, have you? I don't think so. Or have you?
I'm at -3.
Right. Okay. Cool. So Chris, +4. What skill do you want as +4?
Damn.
Intimidate.
Okay. Have you already got something in Intimidate though?
No.
It's me that does. So I take my 1, loses 4 and becomes a -3, doesn't it?
No. If you've
No?
already got a number in,
I
you
move
track
down
down
the
the list till you come to the first skill that has got 0 in.
So is this -4?
Yes, this is -4. yeah.
-4 on stealth for me then. Cheers,
Okay.
Chris. Cheers, Chris.
Like, what? I didn't
That's
do
all
anything.
right. I don't want you to be hiding.
It looks like I'm the tough guy here anyway. I've got a bit athletics and melee. I won't be hiding.
Okay.
-4 on stealth.
So
I'll
that
no other
was.
choice.
So what was that? Was that a stealth you picked? +4 on Chris?
No,
No, he
intimidate.
picked intimidate. I had to
Intimidate,
move
sorry,
down
yeah.
to stealth.
Yes. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just got a cat C4. Okay. It still says 0 on your sheet apparently.
Oh, on mine.
There we go.
Sorry.
There we go. It's okay. So that's updated. No, it's fine.
I hadn't clicked off it.
All right. Okay. Yeah, that's why. Yeah. Yep. So Oliver, what are you having as +4?
What have I
Something that
got?
is at 0.
Ooh, this could be a fun one. Just go looking at what I'm good at. I think I'm going to take a oh no, because there's a few interesting ones here. I'm going to take. Nobody's touched the mechanics rule as far as I can see, or I've got enough of the mechanics. I'm going to take 4 in demolitions.
4 in demolitions. So that gives you -4 in demolitions.
Fun. Okay.
And so, what does Billy Bob want for a +4 in?
I'll take a 4 in stealth.
4 in stealth. So that gives Jiminy. So Jiminy's already got a point in stealth. So
Does it then go down from the top again, so it stays in Trutz's
let me just double check.
or do I get -4 in
Play goes
demolitions?
to the next. Oh, but yeah, so it goes downwards. So you go down. So then it'll go to the. Then, if all chips were skills, you would start with the first skill under mechanic. So yeah, it goes to the right. Yeah.
Goes to the next column.
So -4 in demolitions.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's 2 of you got
really
-4
not very
on
good
that.
at mechanics.
Uh,
I'm going to go for psychology, I think.
Psychology. So +4 in psychology. So Duncan, Chris, you got -4 in psychology.
Fucking fine with that.
And I think we'll start with for the +5. We'll start with Oliver. What skill that you have got at 0 do you want to have +5 in?
I'm going to take it in.
And we're going to go anti-clockwise this time. I think so. This is going to affect Chris.
So this is going to affect Chris, right? Well, I'm not going to take bureaucracy because I don't want Chris to have a -5 in bureaucracy because I know Chris loves to use a violent bureaucracy roll, and I'd hate to be the one that take that away from him. So I'm going to go for a 5 in science.
5 in science. So Chris, you get -5 in science.
Don't look at me like that. I did you a favour letting you keep your bureaucracy.
Well, that's in case somebody takes Alpha Complex and has to go down.
True.
Okay, so Chris, Duncan, what do you want? What skill do you want that's still at 0? What do you want it to be? What do you want +5 in?
Athletics.
What did you say, mechanics?
Sorry?
Athletics.
Oh, athletics.
Athletics. Okay. Oh, you've got. Oh, yeah, 5. Yep. Okay, so Dave, that means you've got -5 in athletics.
So I throw like a girl.
Whoa.
I'm
Whoa.
going to take.
Dave
5
said that, not
in,
RX Oliver.
5 in charm.
5 in charm.
You'll need to after
Oh.
that comment about girls.
So 5 in charm. So Max, that means you get -5 in charm unless you've got something in charm already.
No. I put in the -5 there.
Okay, and what do you want +5 in?
I'll just put 5 in bluff.
5 in bluff. So that means Oliver,
Yeah.
you get -5 in bluff.
-5 in bluff for me. Cheers, Max.
Okay, so you should all now have one score at 1, 1 at -1, 1 at 2, 1 at -2, 1 at 3, -3, 4 and -4, and 5 and -5.
Yep.
You
Wait,
should have
I've got 2 at
10
2.
10
Oh yeah, because guns is 2, isn't it?
Yeah, guns will be 2, yeah. Yeah, so yeah, 2 will be 2 at 2,
Yeah,
but
looks
everything
great.
else should be
Yeah,
1
one
positive and
-1.
1 minus.
2 minus
Yeah.
2, 3,
Okay.
-3, 4, -4, 5, and -5. Yes, check, and
So
check.
Okay.
What about happens to the other ones we don't have anything in?
Yes, you don't, do you? So you'll find out now. So now
okay.
we set the stats. Now we're going to set brains, chutzpah, and mechanics. So to do that, to set a stats rating, you count the number of skills below it that have a positive number.
Okay.
So, for instance, Derek, for brains, he has
1.
got 1 positive number. So he has got 1 in brains.
1 in brains, 1 in chutzpah, 1 in mechanics, and 3 in violence. No, are we counting violence? You never mentioned it.
Yeah, violence is the same, yeah. So under violence, you have got 1, 2, 3. So your violence score is 3. So yeah, for every...
So
Yay, violence.
Oh,
So
Go on.
I think a lot of my skills
therefore
are 0.
have -3 in mechanics.
Yeah, it's like like -1 violence. Wow.
do you mean?
She don't count negatives, so negatives don't count
No,
against it. You're
no,
just
you
counting
don't.
up the
You only
positives.
Okay.
each. It's just positive ones just get counted. Just
Well,
positive
I
ones.
got nothing in brains. So I got 0 brains.
Yeah.
Has anyone got mechanics?
I've got 1 in mechanics, so I've got 1, 1, 1, 3 currently.
I've got 1302.
I've got 12303.
How have you got a fifth
Oh.
one? How have you managed that?
I don't know. Guns?
No, I mean as in brains, chutzpah, mechanics, violence. We're talking like the top 4. What have you ended up with?
1203.
1, 2, 0, 3.
I
So
got 0944.
so you'll notice below all those numbers there is a little dice roller.
Yeah.
With 2 little drop down menus. So the first one lets you select a attribute. So you could drop down menu and you got brains, chutzpah, mechanics, and violence. And then the second drop down menu is a skill. So you'll select the 2 things that are being used for that role. Usually, I will tell you. Sometimes, if you can argue the case for a different combination. And I might let you do that. I might not. But what you do is you select the two things. So, for instance, if Duncan was doing a alpha complex check, he would select brains and alpha complex, and we roll some dice. So I'll just do that for you, and it rolls 3 dice. So it's only 2, that would only be 2, but you always also get a 3rd dice, the computer dice. So you always, even if it came to 0, you would always roll 1 dice, which is the computer
You
dice.
rolled that privately, by the way, so we didn't see it.
All right, I shall make it visible.
And by the way,
There we go.
apologies to any of our Jewish viewers or people that speak Hebrew, I believe it is, because chutzpah is a Jewish word, and that's how it's pronounced. It was our good friend Dizzy, who's part Jewish, that
how do
educated me on that one.
How do
Chutzpah.
we?
Chutzpah.
Is the computer dice just added automatically, or?
Yeah, it's added automatically. So it rolls it automatically. But underneath that, you've got a thing that says drop down that says equipment modifier. So basically, if you've got any equipment, all equipment has a level. So if you had a level 1 gun, that would give you a equipment modifier of 1. If you had a level 2 gun, it would give you a modifier of 2, and so on. And then you've got initiative jumping modifier. We'll come to that a bit later. If, for instance, you ended up with a negative number, so for instance, let's say if Chris as Duncan was making a psychology check, which would be brains and psychology, or you were making a brain psychology check, that would actually come to -3. So obviously you can't roll negative dice. But what would happen is he would roll the computer dice, and he would roll. He would still roll the 3 dice, so it'd be like 1 plus -4, which is -3. So he'd roll those extra dice, but any dice that wasn't a success on those negative dice would cancel out any successes on the other dice. Okay, so it should. Don't need to worry too much about the math of that because it should do it for you. So there we go. Look, he's rolled 4 dice.
Private.
Oh, sorry. It's rolled 4 dice. Oh, I can't expand it. Oh, I can there. So above it there, there's the roll. So he's rolled a 3, a 1, and a 4. So that's no successes.
Not showing the roll for me. It's just showing the big eye.
Oh, all right. There we go. Sorry. There we go.
There you are.
Yeah. So click on it. See, he's rolled. Yeah, he rolled a 3, a 1, and a 4. Okay, so that's no successes.
So sorry, a 6 is a success. You said.
He's got a 6.
No, I'm saying was that you said 6 is a success.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
5 or a 6 is a
A
success.
5 or a 6.
I believe
Okay.
it's 5 or 6. But yeah, I think it's 5 or 6. Yeah. But yeah, if you've got negative dice, then anything that's not a success on a negative dice cancels out a success on your other dice. But successes on negative dice aren't successes. Okay? That makes sense? No? Don't worry about it. So you'll also notice that Chris has got a big red eye. So that means he has rolled a 6. Well, he has got a success because he's rolled a 6 on his computer dice. So that means he's got a success, but also the computer is paying attention to him and anybody else within the vicinity.
Is that not because he's rolled a 1 on it? Because it's showing up a red 1 on the dice rolls.
Yeah. So it basically turns out. So because he's rolled 3. All those 3 dice were negative dice. So that actually cancelled out the 6.
Oh, right, okay. So it's automatically done that in Foundry and changed that to a 1.
No, that's just one of the 3.
'Cause
That's
I'm
just
sure
a 1.
I'm seeing a
A
1.
1 can be yeah. You can see a 1. A 1 can be a critical failure.
Okay.
But yeah. So that's because he rolled 3 dice plus the computer dice. Look, I'll do it again. Look, I'll roll it again.
Okay.
I'll make sure it's public this time.
Making me roll.
Guinea sure, a good example with that terrible a psychology check. There we go. Look, he's rolled 4 dice. We've got a 1, a 4, and a 2, which are all fails.
It doesn't automatically show the dice again, by the way. It just shows the eye. I think you have to click something to show them.
It showed the dice when you rolled them.
Yeah, it showed them on
Yeah.
screen, but it doesn't then show them on the right-hand side.
Oh, all right. I can't.
It just shows the total.
So, yeah, well, you click on the total and it'll expand it.
Oh, right. If I can click on it to expand it. Cool.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. Just like any other game we play in Foundry, you can click on the roll and expand it.
Ah, okay. I thought only you could. Cool.
I'm glad that we did that because I had no idea what was going on, and you were using my character, and I was very confused.
Okay, so does that make sense?
Yeah.
No, it doesn't matter. It does or it doesn't. Well, either way, I know what happens, so that's all that matters. Okay, so what do we need to do next? So we've done the stats. Everybody's got the stats. So next, you need to pick a secret society. So secret societies in Alpha Complex are illegal. It is treason, punishable by termination to be the member of a secret society. Every character is the member of a secret society. So I am going to, how am I going to do this? I am going to send a picture of the different secret societies. I get the my tool up. Where's my tool? Where's my snipping tool gone? Oh, it's there, behind the pictures. That's why I can't see it. I'll send a copy of all the secret societies, so you can each choose a secret society in secret, and you will notice that each secret society has a name, it has a purpose, and also it has skill modifiers which will adjust your skills. So for instance, there's a secret society called Anti-Mutants, and their purpose is to kill mutants and stop chemicals in food and drink that cause mutations. Whether that's actually true or not doesn't matter. But that secret society also gives +2 to intimidate and -2 to bluff. So that's as an example. So I'll give you, like I say, I shall send you, put it in the Discord chat thing.
If you do it in the voice chat, text chat, I can see it without messing up my stream.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Sweet. Thank you, oh kind and benevolent
so-
friend computer.
So there we go. Is that showed up?
Nope.
This channel is not on your channel list. Oh, add to your channel list.
No, can you put it in the voice channel text chat?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Yeah.
Yeah, right, cool. I'll tag you.
Weird. Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Oh, there we go.
There we go. Yeah, I can see that.
I
I'm
love
gonna
you,
need my bigger
buddy.
glasses.
Now, can I open this without it messing up my... No, if I open this, it's going to go in front of all the cams. I'm going to have to...
You can have 5 XP, Chris. Which is on, by case in point, on your character sheet. If you open your character sheet, XP is kept on the third part, wellness. You'll
Let
see a
me
little box
see.
where you can enter XP.
I might be able to look that on my phone without messing up my overlay. Let's see.
Okay, so everybody see the list of secret societies?
No, I don't think I can. Well, no, because it's too small for me to read. Can you send it to me in a DM as well, Phil? And that way I can read
I
it on my phone.
I can indeed.
Thank you, mate. I
indeed.
appreciate that. Just a Discord DM and I'll read it on my
one-
phone.
1 second.
Thanks, mate.
Let me.
It would mess up my overlay if I clicked on that to make it bigger.
I'm going to put SS. There we go. Come to thing.
Thank you.
It wouldn't let me put it in, copy and paste it into the normal thing.
Perfect. I can now read it. Thank you.
Cool. Okay. So, if you let me know when you've picked a secret society.
Okay.
If you pick one, right, and you've see the way it says skill modifiers, is
Yep.
this the same as before? Like, does it not go into the thing if you've already got?
No,
a value?
it adjusts whatever you've got. It adjusts that value. That was only during character creation where you couldn't pick something that already had value in.
Okay, I've picked mine.
Okay.
I
And-
did too.
And if you would send me using the Whisper, which is a sort of test of your knowledge of the systems in Foundry, send me a Whisper with the name of your secret society, if you would, please.
Okay.
And if you send it by, if you if you don't send it as a Whisper, by mistake, unfortunately, you're going to accidentally let everybody else know which secret society you're a member of.
Right, so Game Master open Whisper box. So I am going to pop this out to not show it to the viewers. Haha.
Let's see how I'm gonna make
Well, no,
it.
they're probably going to see it eventually, because I'm going to have to type it into my character sheet anyway, haven't I?
Yeah.
I can pop out my character sheet while I do that, actually. Ah, it's showing up here anyway. Never mind. Haha. But that has went secretly to just you, hasn't it, Phil?
I shall confirm that in a second. Ooh, I can't spell. Right, let's see. Oh gosh, it has indeed.
You want me to fill it in on the character sheet?
Yeah. Fill it in on your character sheet as well. Yeah, and add the adjustments to your skills.
Yep. Okay.
Where do you put it in the character sheet?
It
on
is
the back of
on-
the sheet. The last.
Yeah,
one.
on the naughty bit.
Oh, the naughty bit at the back. And just get rid of everything else. Just have that.
Yeah,
Make sure
yeah.
you click the little save icon as well.
Right. Now add the shit.
Got-
Okay. I'll lack permission to create setting, Phil. If I'm trying to save the secret society on my sheet and it says it lack permission.
I lack
Well,
permission.
you're not allowed then.
Mm.
Oh, let me have a look at your sheet.
I mean, I was able to change mine.
Derek. Naughty stuff. Let me do it for you then.
Okay. I have typed it in.
Did you click on the little disc icon?
Oh, wrong button. Yeah, I've done it now. There you go, mate.
Yeah,
Sorry.
there you go. No, it's okay. Okay. So everybody's got a secret society now, haven't they? Very good. Right. So the next is in Alpha Complex. Mutants are illegal. To possess a mutant power is treason, punishable with immediate termination. Every player has a mutant power. So, same again. I will give you each a list of mutant powers, and you can choose one and add it to your character sheet.
If you could
So-
again send that by DM on Discord so I can read it from my phone,
No
mate,
problem.
for the sake of the
No
overlay.
problem.
Thank you.
So, mutant powers, obviously, because they're treasonous, you don't want people to know if you're using a mutant power. So, you have to come up with a cover action. If you're using a mutant power, you have to come up with a cover action for what you're doing. So, for instance, you might say if you had Mind Blast, Psionic Blast mutant power, you could say, "Oh, I'm going to shoot this guy," but then send me a secret message saying, "Actually, I'm going to use my Mind Blast ability to blow that guy's head off." And so then you would still make a skill roll, which is basically a dummy skill roll, but also it might be of use to me to cover up the fact that you were doing using a mutant power. Whether anybody realizes or not is a different matter. Okay, so the next thing. So everybody's picked a mutant power. Yes, they have. And successfully sent it without telling anybody else. Very good. Well done. So the next thing, everybody is a member of a service group. So it's like a service group is it's kind of like an industry, a section of society in Alpha Complex that takes care of various things. So this isn't secret, but again, you can basically call in favors from your service group, as well as like your secret society. So groups that you're a member of, like the service group and your secret society, you can call in a favor.
Okay, so does this bit still go on the back side of the sheet though? This bit we're doing.
No, it's on the front of your sheet, I believe. I think
Product-
it's on the top
Oh
bit.
yes, it is service group. You're right.
Oh yeah, so you've got different service groups. You've got the armed forces that are the armed forces. You've got CPU that runs, that's central processing unit, which runs government and analyzes data. You have got HPD and MC, which is what does that stand for now? What does it stand for?
Is it Secret Society Favors?
I bet it's happiness something department, and
It's
happiness and
the last bit
productive happiness and productivity department. That'd be my guess.
is
No, in this
something like
game.
that. The last bit is mind control.
Happiness productivity department of mind control. Bet it's something along those lines.
Okay. Anyway, not to worry. Oh, there we are. Service groups. So armed forces, central processing, housing, preservation and development, and mind control. So yeah, you got armed forces, CPU, housing. I've forgotten what it's already. Housing, preservation and development, and mind control. Internal security. PLC, which is power, production, logistics, and commissary. And you have got research and design and technical services.
That's not
So
secret, that
again,
one.
that is not secret. So again, each of those services will give you some adjustments to your stats, to your stats and skills.
Okay, I've picked mine and applied the adjustments.
Okay. So again, this is public knowledge, so you can tell people. So who was? Let's. So which service group are you a member of?
I went with
Derek.
armed forces.
Which gives you +1 to violence, and -1 to science, and -1 to stealth. How about Max? What did you go with? What would Billy Bob go out? What? Oh, is it not decided? No, it's not decided? Okay, we'll come back to you. Dave, Jiminy.
I
What did-
am obviously insect.
Internal security, enforce laws and terminate traitors. +1 to violence, -1 to engineering, -1 to charm. And how about Duncan? Chris?
Okay.
I went for armed forces.
Hey,
you went for armed forces
my
as well.
brother, my brother.
And Max, what is Billy Bob?
I'm gonna do technical services.
Technical services, create, repair, and repair machinery, including bots. +1 to mechanics, -1 to psychology, and -1 to bluff. Very good.
Okay.
Rightio. So we've done that. We've got service groups. You've got your secret society modifiers as well. Right. So, let me just look at the sheets. One of your character sheets. Let's have a look.
Can I
So,
roll some brains in science, or actually mechanics in science, just for the banter,
just for the what?
just for banter.
If you want. So on the third part of your sheet, oh, wow.
I don't know how that rolled so well.
Jeez.
Oh yeah, 2 successes.
3 is an X, is it a 5 and a 6? Is a success.
Yeah, I think it's a success. I'll check that. So on the third part sheet, the tab that says third part wellness, you've got your list your wounds, your loyalty, which starts at 0. So as your loyalty level goes, as that increases, your that's your treason stars essentially from the previous version. So the higher that is, the worse that is. And as your loyalty flag goes up, the computer pays more and more attention to you. So that means normally if you roll a 6 on the computer dice, it'll pay attention to you. But as your loyalty flags go up, as you're flagged for more and more treasonous activities, then the computer pays attention on a 5 and a 6, 4, 5, and 6. So it's more likely to trigger the computer's attention onto you. The higher the higher that number is, the more flags you've got. Then you've got Moxy. So Moxy is kind of is what you use to trigger to trigger your mutant powers. It's also like a measure of your sanity. If you lose all your Moxy, then you lose it, and you must play out one of your buttons until I either tell you otherwise, or you are, well, probably terminated. So if your Moxy reaches 0, then you lose it and must play out one of your buttons, either violence or treason button, to its extreme. Right, so everybody starts with 200 experience points as well.
Thank you.
Apart from Chris, who's got 205. I think if you look on your on part the 4th, Rolling Society, you've got a box where you can write in your notes for your mission regarding your mission objectives, and then to the right of that you've got assigned gear, and everybody starts with a red laser pistol and red reflect armor. So red reflect armor is like a shiny jumpsuit that blocks laser shots of the same clearance or lower. Yeah. Well, not completely, so you can still hurt each other with your laser pistols, but it does block some of the damage. Yeah, I think it blocks one damage or something like that. Yeah, so that's that. And that is it, really.
What about mandatory bonus duty?
Yes, that will come during. You will be assigned a mandatory bonus duty during the course of your briefing.
Do we need to use a team name or?
Yes. So yes, you need to have come up, because of course you've been discussing this amongst yourselves. So you need to come up with a team name for your team.
Big D's Disasters.
Weeds there, Chris. Sorry, mate.
Odd Job.
Team.
Yeah, I'm quite liking Tumbleweeds.
Team Tumbleweeds.
And it works for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Big
well.
D's Tumbleweeds.
Or just
So-
Tumbleweeds.
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 So when you've agreed on something, if you can write it into your character sheets before the timer runs out.
Okay.
Tumbleweeds.
Has everybody added that to their character sheet?
Yep.
Big D's Disasters was better.
Okay, very good. Well done. Performing under pressure. Excellent. Right, so if another thing that's on the journal tab, you will see there is a explanation of the mandatory bonus duties. You don't know which is yours, but there's an explanation of them. So basically, a mandatory bonus duty is a responsibility that you are given, although you have no actual authority to enforce that duty. It gives you no level of power over the other characters. You've just got to persuade people to do what you want them to do. But yeah, you'll be assigned that during the course of the briefing. So there's also a Paranoia cheat sheet, which has got a rules summary of all the rules you need to know, as well as a basic like setting, a few bits about the background of the setting. So we'll just run through the cheat sheet quickly so people know how it works. So core mechanic is you create D6 dice pools, rolls of 5 or 6 for successes. If you meet or beat a difficulty number that is set by me, which I will not tell you, then the action is successful. So your dice pool is called a node, which is set by your stat, plus your skill, plus equipment, plus the computer dice. I will normally decide which stats and skills are relevant. You can always argue the case if you want to risk doing that. If your node is negative, you still roll that many dice, but each failed dice on a 1 to 4 cancels out one success of a 5 or 6. And if your value is 0, then you just roll in the computer dice. If the computer symbol shows on the computer dice, it still counts as a success, but the computer immediately pays attention to that troubleshooter and everything and everybody that is nearby. So then you've got Moxy. So your Moxy points is kind of a metagame resource. So you can earn them. You can earn back Moxy points by role-playing your character's buttons and through if I decide to give you some or take them away. You can spend Moxy points in a few different ways. You can spend up to 5 Moxy points in one go, and you can spend them to change one dice in anyone's roll to a success, from a success to a failure or a failure to a success. You can spend up to 5 Moxy points to use one of your mutant powers. The more points you spend, the more powerful the effect. You can spend Moxy points to call in a favor from your service group. So you explain to me in secret, and I'll decide whether you can have it or not. You can also spend Moxy in the same way, but with your secret society. If you run out of Moxy, you lose it and go temporarily insane and act out one of your buttons, which I tell you which one it is. Treason stars and flags. If you get caught being bad, you can earn treason stars that create social wounds called flags. Getting 5 stars means you're the most wanted, and anyone can kill you for prizes. Each flag increases your chance of rolling the computer symbol. XP points, as well as showing how well you're doing, is also a social credit system that the computer used to replace currency, but it acts just like it. And you might get rewards. You'll get rewarded in experience. So, initiative in combat situation, the computer always goes first, followed by citizens in clearance order. So ultraviolets, then violets, then indigos, all the way down to red, and finally
infrared.
Infrared, yeah. So within a clearance, everybody goes at the same time. So you're red, so you'll all, when it comes to reds, you will all act together. But you can bump yourself up the initiative order by taking a -1 penalty to your dice pool for that skill check, up to a -5. Okay. So everybody announces what they're doing, and then somebody might say, "Oh, actually, I'm going to take a -1 penalty and put myself, and so I can act before somebody else." And then that's ongoing. So you basically keep going until everybody's spent as many taken as many penalties as they're prepared to take. Combat requires the same mechanic. You roll check. I never roll. It just depends. If something bad happens to you, it depends on whether you succeed or fail. Wounds. As you take wounds, you'll go through fine to hurt to injured to maimed. Basically, each one lowers the dice you can roll in a skill check. So if you're hurt, your skill check loses 1 dice. Injured, 2 dice, lose 2. Maimed, you lose 3. And those injuries and penalties last until you're healed or a new clone arrives. If a wound is already checked, so say if you're already hurt and you take another wound, another hurt wound, it just pushes it up to the next level. Armor level subtract that many successes from an armor roll. So yeah, so like with your red armor, it automatically subtracts 1 from red lasers and lower. Any questions?
Oh,
No, good. Well done. So that is available for you to check at any point, anytime you wish, in the journal tab.
I
To be able
just had a quick question. It said define and it has a 4 on it. Is that supposed to be 0 or is that supposed to have 4?
What's that? Sorry.
Under wounds is fine.
On your sheet.
Yeah.
Let's look. Wellness. Yeah, fine. So as it goes, it'll go down basically. So if I change yours to 3, it goes to hurt.
Oh.
See?
Okay. I was just curious about that.
Yeah, it's described one way in the book and done another way. Yeah, so that bit's automated to a certain extent. Same with loyalties. You increase the numbers, it'll affect your dice rolls.
Okay.
And same with the wounds, it should automatically remove dice. Right. So, without further ado, we can finally get going. We've got an hour and a half about to finish this. So yeah, let's see how we do. Okay. Right. Where's my there's a scenario. Lost all my stuff. Get this out of the way. Radio. So, citizens, it has been days, maybe weeks, since they pulled you from your daily duties as an infrared working in the food vats. The place where the ingredients for hot fun and cold fun are created, amongst other fine delicacies. Time doesn't exist working on the vats. Infrareds are often pumped so full of mood suppressants that they are more like mindless drones carrying out pre-programmed tasks. But now, you've had so many happy pills that your face feels like it's going to split in two from the rictus grin spread across your stupid face. They told you that Friend Computer chose to promote you to Red Clearance, to draft you into service as a troubleshooter of Alpha Complex. They told you that it is a great honor to be a troubleshooter. They were also trying not to laugh, well, at least not too loud, so you could hear them, as they left you in your dormitory with several other recently promoted clones, which are your fellow players. And with that, we shall begin. Oh, one more thing. If you could all roll a 6-sided dice, use the dice tray on the bottom and roll a 6-sided dice. So I might make a note of the number that you have rolled.
5.
So Oliver, 5. Max, also 5. Interesting. Duncan,
boom!
Chris,
Get in there.
a 4, and David 2. Very good. Thank you very much.
Oh, Jiminy.
Go on,
Yep.
Jim.
It's good.
And so we shall begin.
Greetings, citizen. This is your friend the computer. Proceed immediately to briefing room A8 in sector DOJ. There you will be briefed for your next mission. This mission will not be dangerous at all. CPU Services has determined troubleshooters have a 4.568731111111% chance of success. You will enjoy your mission. Happiness is mandatory. Thank you for your cooperation.
So we have like a 5% chance of 5 point blah 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 succeeding.
And the floor is yours, gentlemen. At last.
Nod everybody up, straighten myself out. I'm like, Well, that seems a lot of fun. Let's see what we can do.
Seems like
Smile
a
and
glorious
like,
mission for a glorious Fred computer. Good morning, fellow citizens. I hope we're all happy.
I love the new color red. Looks good.
Yeah, the red looks good on you, yeah.
I think we should just take a moment to hail the computer.
Oh, yes.
Well done, sir.
Yes.
That's yeah, you can have 5 experience,
Nice.
Jiminy.
I like you, Mr. Jiminy. I can agree with that sentiment. I'll take a moment to praise the mighty friend computer as well.
Thank you, friend computer.
Thank you, friend computer, for this glorious mission.
And so you should. Although only Jiminy gets the experience.
Of course.
Or suggesting this loyal act, this act of loyalty.
Okay.
So what are you gentlemen doing? What are you fresh, new troubleshooters doing?
Start to make my way
get
to. What did
ready.
they say? Where did they say we were going?
dear.
DOJ,
You know-
sector
Sector DOG. Yeah, that was it.
DOD double O.
We'll go to the
I-
DOG
I
sector.
hope
then.
I hope you can remember your briefing, your mission objective,
Of course.
the briefing room, and the sector you're supposed to attend.
Yeah, I'm gonna start heading towards that said briefing room.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Are you all heading out?
Yes.
On my
Okay.
way to complete the mission for the computer. Let's go.
Yeah,
So,
is he singing
you-
that?
Yeah.
Love it.
Apparently.
Love it.
So you head out from your dormitory, which houses on you. There are outside, it leads into a corridor of which there just like goes off as far as you can see in both directions, where there are other identical doors leading to identical dormitories. But you eventually head your way out onto the main thoroughfare. And as you do, joining the throng of crowds that are going busying back and forth, complete on their daily business, the computer voice comes out over the speakers again. Citizens of Alpha Complex, this is your friend the computer, here to provide you with an important and definitely not dangerous service announcement. Danger! 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 A number of explosions have recently been detected in several sectors. Surveillance has detected hovercarts of bouncy bubble beverage at 99.9999999% of incidents. There is therefore a 999% chance that communist traitors are using shipments of bouncy bubble beverage to transport explosive devices around Alpha Complex.
Thank
So
you, friend computer.
the next part of the announcement is drowned out by volleys of laser fire aimed at passing hovercarts of bouncy bubble beverage and their drivers.
Seems
I
reasonable.
always knew that bouncy bubble beverage was a ball ache.
Oh, can we see any hovercars of bouncy bubble beverage?
Yeah, do we see any?
Yes, there are several which are now under intense laser fire from like citizens taking the opportunity to earn extra credits, extra XP credits.
We doing?
I will do my citizenly duty and go and try and help defend Alpha Complex from these communist terrorists and try and shoot that cannon of whatever it's called.
Bouncy bubble
beverage.
Bouncing bubble beverage. With
I'm
my red
suspicious
laser
of him. If
pistol.
he can't say bouncy bubble beverage, maybe he's a communist.
Oh,
I think Max is a communist.
So is that what you're doing? You're all opening fire? Is anyone? Are you?
Yeah. I'm
Are you
opening
op-
fire.
Are you opening fire on the bouncy bubble beverage hover carts, or are you opening fire on suspected terrorists
Oh,
or other suspected terrorists?
the suspected
Uh,
terrorists.
Bouncy bubble
Art.
beverage.
What was that, Citizen Chris? Citizen
Duncan.
Duncan. Well done. Give me 5. You can have 5 XP. Thank you. What are you doing? What is Citizen Duncan doing?
I'm looking for suspicious terrorisms around the carts because
Oh.
I wanna kill the bubbly people.
Okay, so there are each there are about maybe 2 or 3 bouncy bubble beverage hover carts, each with a driver sat on the back that are currently passing in convoy, which are now under intense laser fire as the drivers scream in panic and trying to dive out of the way. Are you doing anything about this, or?
Yeah, I'm gonna throw something in the way that's nearby. What is there something big nearby?
Well, it could be another citizen, perhaps, or maybe a waste paper bin.
I
A
think
body.
a citizen might stop them.
Okay, you're going to throw a nearby citizen. Well, one of your fellow troubleshooters, or just or somebody else.
Somebody else, because these guys have just been promoted, and I know that they should be good.
Okay, are you taking a time to check to see what security clearance this person is, or are you just grabbing anybody?
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure that they're a low level.
Okay, so you can grab a nearby infrared to throw in front of the convoy of bubbly beverages.
I was about to stop him.
Give us a.
I was about to stop him because I thought they might be treacherous, but I think it'll be funny, so I'm gonna let it slide.
Okay, so you can give us a violence plus. Oh, let me have a look at the sheet before I tell you what it is. Yes, a violence plus a throw, I think.
Got those dice.
Look at all those dice. And oh wow, we definitely got a success. So let's Jiminy, what's Jiminy, Citizen Jiminy doing as Duncan grabs a nearby infrared?
I'm shooting at the trucks.
You're shooting at the truck?
Upstanding
Okay.
citizen. It's my duty.
Right, okay, well that would be a violence plus guns, I guess.
Guns.
And have we got any successes there? We have 1 success. Okay, so yeah, you shoot and take out is it one of the drivers or the actual hover truck?
The hover truck, it might go bang. Never know.
Okay, so yeah, you shoot. Interesting. So what is Citizen Billy Bob doing?
He's actually taking a shot of one of the drivers.
Okay, that same again gives a violence plus guns.
Okay. With some dice.
Okay, and you 2 successes. Excellent. And what is Citizen Derek doing?
Just like Citizen Billy Bob, I'm going to try to take out the driver if I can.
Okay. Same driver or a different driver?
A different one. Well, did he take that one out?
Well, you don't know yet.
All right,
You're all acting at the same time.
I'll go for a different one then. Okay. So what's that? Violence guns.
Yeah, violence guns.
Key.
Violent guns.
Violent guns. My favourite kind of guns. Ironically.
Okay. Oh, that's another success. Okay,
One
right.
success.
So Citizen Duncan, yeah, you grab a nearby infrared who is too drugged up to even realise that you've what's happening as you just hoik him straight across the thoroughfare, and under the first of these this front convoy of bouncy bubble beverage hover cars, which instantly brings both the citizen and the hover car to a stop. Dave, or rather Jiminy, you take aim at one of the bouncy bubble beverage trucks, I believe.
I think it was a bouncy bubble beverage truck.
Yes.
A bouncy beverage bubble truck.
Yeah, that as well. I think I might call it B3 from now on. Yeah, so you fire a shot and hit one. Which one was it? The lead one, the middle one, the end one?
The lead one. No,
the lead one.
For the lead one.
Okay. Right, so you shoot, the B3 truck, hitting like the shot landing smack in the middle of the bouncy, or the B3, the crates of B3, which explode, showering everybody in lots of fine, lovely tasting B3. Meanwhile,
Excellent shooting, fellow
The
citizen.
blessing of the computer.
Meanwhile, Billy Bob and Derek, you take shot and take out one of the a driver from one of the hover cars. The computer, after initially drowned out by all this laser fire, it starts to calm down, and the computer's voice can be heard again.
Citizens are reminded that shipments of bouncy bubble beverage and hover cars and their drivers are property of Alpha Complex. Destruction of Alpha Complex property is an act of communist traitors.
Suddenly, there is another volley of laser fire, some of which is aimed at you. What are you going to do, citizens? Apart from Duncan.
I move through the crowd and use them as shielding. As a
Do we see where this laser fire's coming from? Is it people...
It's from everybody. Basically, everybody who was opening fire, and everybody who wasn't opening fire on the B3 carts and drivers is now opening fire on you, and everybody else who opened fire on the B3 carts and drivers. So what are you gonna do?
I grab somebody, use them as a shield, and start shooting.
You
them.
have got 30 seconds. Otherwise, you will take a wound regardless.
I'm going to stand behind Chris.
You're going to stand behind Chris. Max?
Yeah, I already said that. I'm gonna grab somebody, use them as a shield.
Okay. And Derek?
Whispered, yeah.
Oh. Okay. Radio. And of course, what's Duncan doing?
I whispered you.
Oh, you whispered as
I love this game.
Okay. Right. So. Oh my god. So if you have sent me a message with requests on, don't forget it. Some of those requests require the expenditure of Moxy, so you will have to, depending on what that might be. If that was a request for assistance from a service group or a secret society, it will require at least. Well, they'll all require at least 1 point of Moxy. The more Moxy you spend, the more powerful that action might be, if it might be mutant power, or the more successful the more powerful that action might be if you were calling a favor from a service group or secret society. If it is a service group, you do not have to send a private message, by the way, because it is not a treasonous act by any means.
Okay.
Duncan's a big lad. And if anybody shoots at Duncan, he'll just throw a bin at him. So, you know.
Okay. So,
Jake whispers.
so what? Right. Okay. Well, we can announce yours publicly because you were, like I say, it's a service group.
Right. Okay.
So you calling in a favor from the armed forces, yeah?
Yep. Spend 2 Moxy on that.
Okay, so you can make a well. Give us a it'll be a brains plus. Well, it's up to you. I'll let you suggest.
So I'm gonna go for
So I'll let you decide while you're deciding that. So what is Jiminy doing exactly? Sorry.
Basically, I'm putting Chris between me and the
And the
people
bullets.
shooting. They're not shooting at him, obviously. They're far too
Okay,
loyal
I think you can give me
to risk hurting him.
right. I think you can give me a violence plus athletics check. And Chris, can you give us a well, like I say, you don't that want to it's not something you have to send me in secret. So
Can
you what you're doing? You're trying to like charm somebody so they kind of like just happen to be stood in the way.
No, I want to
Or to
try
stop.
and
Go on, sorry.
tell everyone who's fighting to stop fighting and share peace and love with each other, because it's our important duty to be happy at all times.
Very good.
Because it's a misunderstanding and the communists have tricked everyone into attacking the trucks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you can give us a. That would be. So what would that? Would that be a charm? So that's going to be a chutzpah and charm then.
But because it's a violent situation, I'm trying to deal with it violently.
violent charm?
You want to aggressively charm people.
Yes.
Very well. Very well. Go on then. That'd be a violence plus charm. Right. So what we've got to deal with here.
I've decided
So,
how I would like to do mine if it's possible. Oh, benevolent friend.
Ooh,
computer.
that's a lot. That's a lot of good sixes.
just one moment. Just one moment. So yeah, I'm looking at that. We got.
3
Oh wow. Yeah.
successes.
Very good. So what is it? Yeah. So what's
Derek would like
I'm going to remember. Eric. Yeah.
So I'm calling in a favour with the armed forces. I would like to do that with a violent psychology roll if possible.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm gonna call them and like angrily tell them about how important it is for company reputation to make sure they resolve this situation. So I'm gonna use violent psychology.
Yeah, I mean they are going to respond. But the result of your they'll kind of determine how well that response is. So you can add 2 dice because of the Moxy. I'll let you add 2 extra dice because
So
the
what's that?
Moxy you
Do I
spend.
put that in equipment or do I put that? Where do I add
Yeah,
that?
you can put it. Yeah, put it in. Yeah, put it in equipment. Yeah.
Okay.
Add it as a level 2. Oh yeah, it's 2 levels of success.
1, 2,
Okay.
3, 4 successes because 5s and 6s.
Right. So and finally, what is Billy Bob? What was Billy Bob doing again? Sorry.
I was basically grabbing somebody and using them as a shield.
You were indeed. So give me a violence plus.
Athletics.
Yeah, I'll let you go with athletics. Yeah, I would let you go with violence or athletics or violence and charm or bluff. Yeah, whichever. Yeah, go on then. Yeah,
Yeah. Well, bluff it would have been the same thing. So.
yeah. We'll go with violence and athletics. So that was your first.
Yeet.
Ah.
So 2 successes.
1 success.
Not 5s as well,
Oh.
no.
Oh yeah, 5s and 6s. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, no, it's yeah. Right. Okay. Right. So as there's this like volley, there's volley, these volleys of laser fire just back and forth across the entire thoroughfare. There's like bodies, people dropping like flies. There's like the corridor suddenly bristles with guns. There's the computers, like the voice of the computer's drowned out. There's like gun turrets appear from nowhere through panels in the wall, and there's shots being fired, and there's just a massacre in this passageway. InSec suddenly turns up, like panels open in the ceiling, and the insect come rappelling down from the ceiling, surrounding Derek and protect him from any of the all the citizens who are trying to take out and score some points for taking out a potential traitor. Let's see what else got. Away.
It's not insect, it's armed forces. Is that different?
Oh, armed forces. Yeah, sorry. That's fine. That's what I meant. Armed forces. I've forgotten what Billy Bob was doing. Oh, you were.
Yeah, body shield.
Oh yeah. So you easily grab a couple of nearby citizens who take the laser shots that would have that would have terminated you on the spot. And Jiminy, you like stand. Yeah, you place yourself behind. Oh God, these names. Duncan. And
Stand sideways, so you know less of a
I'm
target. Pull my gut in.
Right. And yeah. As Duncan like trying to shout and calm everybody, his personality, the timbre of his voice and his charming personality managed to just slowly, along with the excessive violence that has been conducted all the way up and down the thoroughfare, manages to slowly calm the situation down, just as one of the side panel, a large panel slides to one side in the corridor, and the computer's eye appears.
Oh, glorious computer. It's the savior.
Here we
I
go.
think
Go
it's
ahead.
computer.
Savior is here to save us all.
Oh, glorious day.
Oh, thank
So-
goodness you're here, computer. Did you see what Billy Bob did?
You are being witness, destroying and damaging the Alpha Complex property.
That guy that Billy Bob grabbed got shot.
You did Treason, sir. Listen to me.
Hey, hello,
Okay.
glorious computer.
If you
You're
want,
so
you can.
wise.
you can make a what's it? I know you want to make a chutzpah and a bluff if you want to try and bluff the computer. If you fail, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't gonna, I don't think, bluff the computer. I was gonna attempt to
definitely.
maybe charm the computer and tell the computer that I understand that it's treason to destroy Alpha Complex
Well,
property,
that's a
but
lot. That's
I
wow.
was-
That's a lot of success.
I was trying to kill communist terrorists, and it was
Sorry.
unfortunately the collateral damage.
Are you pointing at Chris's character? Communist.
No, I'm pointing at you.
Yeah. Whatever direction that communist is,
Whatever
that's where he
direction
is.
Max is.
Citizen Billy Bob, evidence has been given of your traitorous activity. You receive a traitor star.
Is he a traitor?
Traitor.
I'm gonna shoot him.
No,
Traitor!
it's like,
Max.
Pow!
How am I traitor? It's like I had the traitors in my hands.
Yeah, so he's not wanted. He's not at the. It's only when you get 5 traitor stars that you're
Okay.
open. They're open game.
Oh, okay.
Shooting somebody. So it's on the So it's on of special attention.
Alright, I'll take that back then. I don't actually shoot him. Got it back.
Was that on to Billy Bob?
That was on to Billy Bob. Yes.
Thank you for your cooperation, citizens.
Whoa, that was a different.
And the panel slides shut. The screen disappears.
By the way, if you're
And there's
showing...
the.
Praise the
Oh, sorry.
computer's wisdom.
Sorry, praise computer.
And as like I say, as things start to calm down, the scrub bots turn up, start to clear away the carnage. The sound of the computer's voice becomes audible again because, of course, the computer is everywhere and can be speaking multiple, may be speaking to multiple people multiple times.
Omnipotent, omnipresent,
Oh,
godly. By the way, fella, you've got game paused, so if you are showing like the stars, they're not showing because of the paused.
Okay, I guess we carry on to.
And remember, citizens, remain happy at all times. Happiness is mandatory. This announcement has been sponsored by the new and improved Bouncy Bubble beverage. It's bouncy, it's bubbly, it's a beverage. The Bouncy Bubble Beverage Company is not responsible for any beverage that is not bouncy, bubbly, or in any way explosive due to unstable chemicals used in the new and improved Bouncy Bubble beverage. Enjoy responsibly.
So is IB3 now. Nice.
Wonderful advice.
so as the announcement finishes, an army of scrub bots is dispatched to smear the aftermath of the carnage across the floor of the corridor.
Let's continue to our briefing.
Yeah, we've still got
Probably
briefing
need
to get
like,
to.
double time it so we're there on time.
Yeah, these communists got in our way. But yeah, let's get to the briefing. Come, fellow citizens.
But hey, while that's happening, I want, as like, there probably might be some of the bubbly stuff on there. Is there any like non-destroyed bubble around us?
There is. Yeah, I'd imagine so, yeah.
Well, would it be bad for me to take one and just kind of sneak it on my person?
Is that, would that be an attempt to use one of your buttons? Or is that just something you want to do? Stuff not built. So that's,
Yes,
that's your treason button then, yeah? So you
Yep.
want to commit treason? Yes, you can. So if you want to do that, let me see. Oh no, not that one. Billy Bob. Let us see. That would be a.
Stealth check?
It would be a stealth check. So chutzpah plus stealth.
Okay. Oh, there it is. There it is. Roll dice. I got 2 successes.
2 successes. So yes, you do. In fact, you managed to stealthily slip inside your troubleshooter jumpsuit. Two bottles of bouncy bubble beverage, special new improved edition.
I didn't want to interrupt the computer, but what would happen if I press my violence button?
If you use your violence button, it's a way of getting Moxy back.
Oh, okay.
So you can do things that basically put you at risk. You can put yourself at risk to try and get Moxy points back. So that gets you a Moxy point back for Billy Bob, Jimmy Bob, Bob.
Well, I haven't spent any yet, so.
All right, okay. So it doesn't go. You can't have more than 8. So there.
That's still not bad.
Oh, but you've that's in spirit of the game. You've committed treason, so you can have 10 experience points for that.
Yay!
Any chance you can put like a treason star or something on the tokens?
I
Just so we know people's levels.
Let me see. I'll see if I can do something.
Just wee dots above them or something.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put. So who? I forgot who had a treason star now.
Billy Bob.
I think I have
Bob.
one. I have one because of the thing that Jimmy did.
The act of cowardice that he did, grabbing 2 people to defend himself.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that was
Because you're a
cowardice.
traitor.
You what, sorry, Dave?
It's because he's a traitor.
Coward and a traitor.
That's why he has a cowardice star. The computer would only ever give a Traitor star to a traitor.
So computer,
Ineffable as it is.
computer has all-encompassing wisdom. I like this guy.
Right. So, remind me, I've forgotten who's got trade stars now.
Billy
Billy
Bob.
That would be
Bones.
Green token, I believe.
The green and pink or purple, which one you want to call it. There you go.
I haven't got a traitor star.
You have now.
I believe you have. You can have a second if you want.
Disgraceful behaviour.
Oh, that's descent. That's an
That's
extra.
that's the second trade star that for you, Dave.
Is it first?
Radio.
We
So-
should continue on to our the DOJ.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you continue on your way, heading to Sector DOJ. Maybe taking one of the transport tubes over to the sector, and you find your way to the briefing room. Briefing room. What number briefing room was it you're heading to?
I'm the more do guy, not the remember guy. So don't look at me.
Well, I'm the fucking traitor, so you know.
Well, I got zero brain, so like my brain's like,
Oh yeah. Is there a rule to try and remember? Because your
No,
your
that's for you
players-
to remember.
Your players don't get the best short-term memory.
Oh dear. Well, that's unfortunate. You have a specific space on your character sheet to record your mission objective. Your mission objective at the moment is to reach the briefing room.
Yep.
Are you not capable of following your mission objectives?
Can I speak to the computer, please?
You can speak to the computer at any time you wish. You can call. You can also compute. So you all have a cortex, which is a chip implanted into your heads, through which the computer can potentially monitor everybody at any time. Although because of the amount of data, it's almost impossible for them to do so. So it's only when you attract the specific call on computer, perhaps, or attract the computer's attention with the computer dice that they will actually pay you attention.
Computer.
Yes, Citizen Duncan.
Hi, computer. I think that there may be something wrong with my Alpha Cortex equipment that I'm using in my brain, because for some reason my objective has ended up blank. Is there any way that I could update it?
Thank you for bringing this to our attention, Citizen Duncan. Are you telling me that your cortex is faulty?
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be working correctly. I think it might be something to do with like how my brain does things.
Citizen Duncan, if you would please report to your nearest department for a immediate brain scrub.
I will do. But just while I'm in the right location, would you be able to remind me of my duty? Because I really want to do that for you right now, so that we can be as efficient as possible for Alpha Cortex.
Thank you for your diligence, Citizen Duncan. Was your initial briefing not adequate?
It was, and I wrote it in my brain memory device, but my brain memory no work good, so I go get scanned.
Very good. Citizen Duncan, please report for brain scrub immediately.
Thank you,
Thank you,
computer.
Citizen, for your diligence.
Computer. Almighty Lord.
Just
Computer.
so a medical bot suddenly appears in the corridor to escort you for your scheduled brain scrubbing. Are you going to go with the medbot?
I'm gonna go get scrubbed.
Radio. So yes, the lead away. So the medbot leads away Citizen Duncan for his brain scrub. So what is it? What is it, you Citizen Derek?
2 seconds, I'm just writing that in my notes.
Okay, let me do.
So, Fred Computer, when we were getting our briefing, it was very difficult to hear. There was a lot of noise from laser fighting when the communists were in the bubble carts, the bubble wagons, and there was a lot of noise, and I wasn't able to hear which of the briefing rooms we were supposed to go to. So if you could please repeat that information so that we can complete the mission ASAP, I would really appreciate that. Oh Lord Almighty, computer.
Can you repeat that request, please, Citizen Derek?
Yes, can you please tell us again the name of the briefing room we have to go to? I did not hear it over the noise of the laser pistols earlier.
Was your initial mission alert
Sorry?
inadequate? Was your mission alert inadequate, Citizen?
Not inadequate at all. There was noise which prevented me from hearing it. My hearing was inadequate to cope with both.
Your hearing is inadequate. So are you telling me there is a problem with your hearing system?
No, not
Derek?
a problem with my hearing, just that it was not enough.
Then if there is no problem with your hearing, then how is it that you are unaware of your mission objective?
The sound of laser fire. It's too loud for me to hear you.
The sound, was this laser sound the sound of traitors?
Yes, I believe so. It was the
And
traitors.
in which case, Citizen, why did you not deal with these traitors?
I did.
If they were interfering with a mission alert, then it is your duty as a troubleshooter to deal with this situation.
I did immediately. Oh, mighty computer. I did immediately.
Then you should be aware of your mission alert objective.
I should be. That's right. I should be.
Very good. Have a good day, Citizen.
Thank you, computer.
Just going to walk into the DOJ and find like a receptionist.
Well, there's not a reception, but you can find a map, and there are briefing rooms that run the whole from A to Z, and 0 to 10 of each for each letter.
There's
So there's
260.
there's about 260 briefing rooms.
Is there
I
not any like staff knocking around?
no, there's no staff as such. No, there's people walking around. You know, there's lots of people walking up and down, but there's no like I mean, it's an entire sector, so there's all sorts of things in this sector. But there's no like reception staff or anything like that, if that's what you mean.
Yeah, it was somebody that knows where things are or what's going on that I was looking for. Somebody in charge.
If we look down this corridor of briefing rooms, do we see any lights from like a video showing in one of them, or hear any sounds from audio playing in any of them?
I'll tell you what. I will let you. You can make if you want. Apart from Citizen Duncan, who is gone for a brain scrub, you can make a brains alpha complex roll.
Oh, it's not my best of rolls.
I'm not going to attempt that.
So don't forget, you can spend Moxy to turn a failure into a success, or a success into a failure. So, 0 level equipment. So that is a failure from Derek. Does anybody else want to make a brains alpha complex check.
I'm going to walk into briefing room B1.
B1. Okay. Okay. What about Billy
Come on,
Bob?
lads.
I'm gonna wait and see what happens, and see if if he survives going in there.
I'm gonna start following
Well-
him at a distance.
Follow me.
I'm gonna follow him a
Follow
little
me,
bit.
guys.
A little bit.
Okay, so you're just gonna march straight in, are you? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not marching
Okay,
straight in. I'm
very
gonna
good.
watch him march straight in and then maybe follow.
Okay. And what about Billy Bob?
I'm following like next to Derek, and just kind of giving him space and just kind of watching around.
Okay. So at this point, there's
Absolute
a
cowards.
panel opens in the ceiling and a tube appears, and there's a bump as Citizen Duncan with a now bald head and a rather confused look on his face appears. Citizen Duncan, either your brains or one of your skills in brains has been reduced to 0.
If it's at minus, can I be?
Restored to 0.
No. So if you initially it's going to be if your brains is at 0, then you have to choose one of your skills in the brains. If brains is not at 0 or is a positive number, then it goes down to 0.
Oh,
So let me-
brains has to go to 0.
Yeah, brains has to go to 0.
If you've got something in brains.
Yeah,
Okay.
there you go. Very good.
So a new beta version
Welcome.
of Duncan comes back.
Well, he's had his brain scrubbed. But
Hey,
you can see,
Duncan.
so he's kind of bald, and there's kind of like a red sort of scar running around the top of his head, top of his skull.
I like the new look citizen.
And there's
Follow
Oh,
me.
there's kind of a bit of drool running down his face. It kind of looks like slack-jawed. After a little,
Look.
a bit of
Hey,
light
look.
lobotomy. So meanwhile, Jiminy, you march straight into this briefing room. The rest of you can make as he pushes the door open. You can make a, let's see, what would that be? Let me where's the skills? A brains versus brains. A brains and God, what would it be? I'm not sure. What would it be? In fact, no. Just rolls a 6-sided dice. Just rolls a 6-sided dice. The three of you.
Okay.
So that'd be Duncan, Derek, and Billy Bob.
Big one.
Rolls a 6-sided dice. Oh, Duncan, you got a. Oh, Duncan. Right. Okay, so Duncan and Billy Bob. So you see Jiminy. He just marches straight in through this door. This briefing room. And as the door swings shut, you can see this crudely handwritten piece of note written on this sort of tattered piece of paper in block capitals. Looks like a child's writing. It just says, "Go away."
I don't think this is our door.
I gotta go. I gotta stay here.
What are you doing?
I'll go into the room that he's in and
You're going in as well.
have a look and see what's happening in the room.
Okay. What about Billy Bob?
I'm gonna stay outside the door, but just looking inside.
Okay.
Fucking hours.
What's Duncan doing? Okay, so inside the room. So Jiminy, you go in first, of course. So inside you find a small room. Not more, can't be more than what, 10 feet square, if that. Contains nothing more but a small table pushed right up against the back wall. The only light in the room comes from the door, from the open door, slightly open door. There's a string pull light in the center of the room but there's no light bulb, and you can hear this whimpering sound coming from underneath the desk, the table at the back against the back wall.
Oh, I'll pull the string, see what happens anyway.
So nothing happens.
Hey, who are you? Who's under there?
I said, "Go away!"
Who are you? This is our briefing room. Fuck off.
Okay, so you walk in at this point as well, Derek.
Yep.
So there's a bit more light comes into the room as Derek walks in. You can see this on this table, on this desk, is a timid-looking man who appears very upset. He's obviously been crying. There's just like dirty streaks down his face. He's got bright orange hair, but sporting a rather prominent bald patch, and he's wearing. You almost stop yourself. You notice he's wearing an orange clearance jumpsuit. Above his head hovers the name Hanzo SPD 5.
Yo, Hanzo, old buddy.
What level of clearance?
up?
How many levels above us is orange?
Oh, orange is. Oh gosh, that's a good point.
Red?
Be red.
Two
Red,
or
orange.
oh yeah, it's the next one above, I think. Yeah.
Oh, it's just directly above us. Okay.
Yeah.
But but yeah, anybody who is a higher clearance is has authority, total authority over you.
Yo, Hanzo, my dude. What's up, mate?
Quiet. They'll hear you.
Who will hear us?
Scrub bots. The scrub bots that want to eat me.
I mean, they'd eat everything anyways.
Why, what have you done?
Oh, nothing. Scrub bots. I saw them. They ate my entire family. And they're trying to get me too.
Why does your family taste nice?
Oh, have you gone? Oh, have you gone into the room? Have you two
No.
Nope.
I'm really still outside, but it's like, do I see them talking to this gentleman?
No, you can't. No, if you're out in the corridor, you can't hear this
I
conversation.
do. I'm witnessing this.
The sign said not to go away, right?
No, it said
It says
go
to
away.
keep out. Keep. Go away. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, so
Go
I definitely went in.
Okay. Oh, yes. Very good. Yes. Very good. You can have a Moxy back for that if you've got less than 8. Right. So yes, the scrub bots, they want to eat me. Just be quiet. I've been hiding here for 2 days now. They haven't found me yet.
Why do they want to eat you? Do you taste nice? And before he gets the answer, I bite him.
You're gonna bite him. Okay.
Is he? Yeah.
Now, to attack somebody above your level is treasonous, but it's going to be so funny. I'm going to let it slide.
Okay, give me a violence plus melee roll then, if you would, for oh god, these names, for Duncan, for Citizen Duncan. Okay, so you sort of scuttle across the floor.
1 second. Can I spend the Moxy to turn one of his failures into success to give him a higher level of success?
You can if you wish.
That's how it works,
So,
right?
so how it works is when the person who's made the roll, they get the opportunity to spend Moxy first, and they spend all the Moxy they want to, and then players in turn then get to spend Moxy themselves. So the person who made the roll has to make that decision. They take that chance first.
Okay, are you?
So yeah, you got one success anyway.
Are you spending
you want
any
to turn
before
one
I
in?
do, Chris?
I don't want to spend any Moxy.
I'll spend
Okay.
one.
So you're going to spend. Okay, so Duncan, you go.
Because it's going to be fun, eh?
Goes scuttling across the floor, and just sinks his teeth into this man's arm. You can see into Hans's arm. You're a scrub bot too. And as he says this, he pulls from. He reveals in his hand. You can see he's got a grenade, and which he pulls the pin from, vaporizing Hans and everybody else in the room. 5 minutes later,
okay.
there's a nope. 5 minutes later, there's a thump, 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 and your new clones drop down into the corridor outside your actual briefing room. Briefing room A8.
A8.
You have no memory. So the way clones work, you retain all of your skills. You come back complete with your clean set of clothes and your equipment that you had. But your memory of the previous 5 minutes is gone. Everything else.
Yeah.
Everything else you have is just as you were, but the 5 minutes prior to your death is wiped.
Quick question: Does the one change to 2 now? It's a second clone.
Yep.
What her name?
Also, it wipes any treason traitor star as well. Treason star as well.
Okay. So everybody changed their name on Foundry. I've got to go and change everybody on.
He was in the corridor. He was still a Billy Bob, fucking traitor,
Alright,
Cardis cunt.
Oh, are you still in the corridor?
Yeah. He was a card.
So who
Not that I
who
can
lost a
remember.
life there? Me and Jiminy
All 3 of you guys did.
and Duncan.
Duncan.
Yeah. Just Billy Bob who didn't. Yeah. So about 5. There's this massive explosion. The door's blown off, nearly knocking you, sending you flying across the corridor,
Sorry.
and then
Yeah.
yes.
Can I just point out that Billy Bob should still have a traitor star?
Oh, he should. Yeah. Sorry, I thought I thought he was in the room and being eliminated.
No,
Yeah.
So
I
it's,
still
so it's
have
not
one.
Billy Bob. It's the other 3. Okay.
There we go.
Yep.
Okay.
There we
So
go.
I walk over to them, dust myself off, walk where everybody comes thumping from the ceiling.
Yep. So they just like the delivery tubes, clone delivery tubes, appear from the ceiling. Go, thump, thump, thump.
Check your whispers,
I open the
Phil.
briefing door open and kind of like after you gentlemen.
But yeah, it's when you've they appear when you've actually reached when you actually find the actual proper briefing room.
Okay, well, I'll enter the briefing room.
Okay. So finally, you arrive at your intended destination, and there's your cortex kind of like there's a bit of static effect, and there's display flickers in front of your eyes, and just as you're approaching the briefing room, and the sort of directional arrow suddenly appears pointing at the briefing room, and the message comes up. Apologies for any inconvenience during this recent update.
Thank you, glorious. Thank you, glorious Overlord computer.
So that's just a message that comes up in front of your eyes from the cortex.
Oh, I still see it, and I hold my hands out like this when
Okay.
I do.
Yeah,
So
much appreciated.
on the door to your actual briefing room, room A8, is a printed sign that says "Unoccupied, Zenith only, past some point. I shall put that into chat so you can see what, if you aren't quite sure what that was. Unoccupied. Zenith only, past some point.
Okay, so there's some point in here where only Zenith only can go past. We're going to have to work out what that point is. But it's unoccupied, so we can go in for our briefing, I reckon.
Yeah.
Opens door.
I open it. Yeah, open the door and say, "Go ahead, gentlemen."
I
After you,
will
mate.
go ahead. I'll go first.
What's a zenith? I'm not one of those, right?
I don't think I am.
No
I've
idea
not
what
heard
that
of it.
is.
I don't know what it is, so I'm definitely not one.
Well, if I'm not one of those, then I gotta just explore this entire room.
Yeah, you do.
Okay, so you all going. So you're passing. It's just like a normal office door, but as you just beyond that, there's like kind of like a antechamber, and there's this huge, massive 2 foot thick vault door, like straight out of Fallout. This huge vault door. It's open, but it's sitting open, and as you pass through it, it slowly swings shut, and there's a heavy clunk as it seals shut. And sitting at a lone desk in this room is a thin man in an immaculate and brilliantly fashionable violet clearance level suit. The name Cosmo VDOJ hovers above his head. So as it does, anybody you see their names, their clearance, and any traitor stars they may have hovers above the head thanks to your cortex.
What did you say it was, Cosmo?
Cosmo VDOJ. So he's from this sector. He's violet clearance and from this sector. So as you enter, before you have a chance to say anything, he touches a control on the on his desk, and the huge door just shuts and locks. That huge bolt goes thunk, 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 just seals this door shut. And as it seals shut, a message is displayed on everyone's cortex, warning you that you have lost connection to the Alpha Complex network.
What?
Oh no!
Well, that's a bit.
Oh no! I'm gonna start breaking down here, and because I need to be able to feel the Lord's presence. I need to be able to feel the computer's presence at all times. I'm gonna start breaking down.
So, and you said the door was locked. It basically shut behind us, and we can't get out.
Yeah.
Are you crying?
Maybe a little bit. Can I not speak to me computer?
Traitor. You must be happy at all times.
Oh, happiness is mandatory, right? You know. These are
Those are happy tears.
These are tears of happiness, citizen. For my faith.
Are you overjoyed that Alpha Complex doesn't work? Traitor.
My faith is strong that all will be restored. That the wisdom of friend computer will solve any problem.
It's probably just an update. You know, sometimes that happens.
Through computer, all things are possible.
You would know all about that, Billy Bob. You're a traitor too. I think you're both traitors. Are you communists?
I think you're a traitor with your false accusations of treachery.
I don't make false accusations. I just read signs and do what they tell me not to do. And I skip off happily.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Let's go and sit down.
Okay.
Give old Cosmo
Okay, so
a shrug.
Greetings.
so as you sit Jiminy, as you sit down, and kind of frowns at you and sort of motions to violently to get up off the seat.
I'll stand up again.
Hey, Cosmo. You gotta be happy. Remember, you gotta be happy.
Indeed,
Don't
citizen.
worry, be happy.
you
Happiness is
happy?
mandatory.
Always happy.
Very good. Now take a seat.
Do you know what a zenith is?
That's above your clearance, citizen.
Oh.
I'll take a seat.
Take a seat, please.
I sit down.
Where
Are
do you
you-
want me to take it to?
I want you to sit on it, citizen.
Oh,
I
sorry.
don't appreciate your humour.
Humour.
Humour is the last resort of
I'm very
communist
humorous.
traitors.
Humorous treason.
Sarcasm.
Humorous.
Sarcasm is the last resort of communist traitors. Are you a communist traitor, citizen Jiminy?
He is.
Then I suggest you do something about it. But for now, I've short for time. I wish to conduct this brief. So if you just sit down. Just sit down, please.
Oh, sit. Just you told me off for sitting down. I'll sit down.
Cosmo, you told me to sit on it, and I don't see it on the floor, so I'm just gonna cross my legs and sit here. Is that okay?
He rolls his eyes, says, "Yeah, that's fine, citizen. Citizen Duncan, I can see you've recently had some surgery, so we'll overlook that for now. I have more important things there's more important things to deal with. I have your mission briefing. So take note. For seemingly unexplained reasons, DOJ sector has been showing a 100% worker absentee rate at the sector food vats. The usual solution, random terminations among the infrared labourers, has failed to rectify the situation, unfortunately. The computer has then assigned me to root out any traitors and solve the problem. Upon investigation, the problem quickly became apparent. A bot has mistakenly painted an infrared corridor white instead of black. The corridor connects the sector food vats with the infrared domes. The infrareds can't get to work. Food production is down 100%, and now people are starting to starve. Your task is to rectify the situation. Resourceful troubleshooters such as yourselves ought to be able to solve such a trivial problem.
Hey. Have you got any black paint?
Or is it permanent? We
Black
can
paint.
wash it?
Are you mad? Black paint is highly dangerous stuff. Why? Someone could paint, say, an ultraviolet corridor black, thereby giving all sorts of low clearance scum access to the computer's most precious secrets. Even owning such a thing is tantamount to traitorous activity.
So are we to clean off the white paint?
Why don't
Yeah.
we just promote all of the infrareds to white?
Because white, my dear puzzled friend, is ultraviolet clearance, which is only reserved only for the high programmers. And a citizen only achieves an increase in their security clearance if they have earned it. Which I'm sure you fine troubleshooters are keen to do by completing the mission
Stop it.
that you're being given.
Okay, so we can't paint the corridors that should be black.
Can't we just clean them?
Okay, yeah, can we
Don't
clean
have
off
to
the
try
white
and clean
paint?
them.
I'm giving you the mission. No, why are you asking me to?
Okay, thank you. I know what we'll do.
That's a beautiful mission.
So we make our
So,
way.
Are there any sensible questions?
Shall we just head to any particular supply cupboard to pick up the cleaning supplies, or is there one in particular you would like us to use?
Oh, no, are we given mission equipment? Or do we know what we're going to receive?
Yes, you will be provided with equipment. Yes, of course, of course.
Cosmo, did you say that a robot done this?
Yes.
Did the robot get caught?
I believe the robot was scrapped. Yes, and sent for recycling.
I'm glad that happened, because that would be really sad if like someone found that robot and repurposed it for nefarious means.
Indeed, it would, Citizen. Indeed, it would. Well,
It'd be funny.
Unless there are any more questions, while he starts to get up and while he's getting up, you can hear these muted shouts and pounding from the other side of this like huge, thick vault door.
Is that your house?
I'm sorry, Citizen. Is my house?
Yeah.
This is briefing room A8, Citizen. Are you well?
I'm not. My brain don't work so good.
I think
I
he needs
just
brain
thought
scrubbing.
that was your house.
No, this isn't my house. Well, good luck, citizens. And he presses another button on his desk, and a huge wall suddenly like slams down just about a foot in front of you, sealing off the side of the room where Cosmo was sat. At the same time, there's a thunk from the vault door, and the door swings open.
The other side is the vault door, so he just closed off that side. What's behind us is the vault door, yeah?
Yeah.
Right, okay, turn towards the vault door.
What the dickens is going on? This guy comes striding in with Earl B DOG 2 above his head. He's carrying a briefcase, and he sits. Nobody provided a desk. He says, "I'm your briefing officer. If you would, you already sat down. Right. So you will be taken to a portal to the outdoors. Using a device you'll be assigned to R&D, you will locate a crashed Vulture Model 616. In the cargo bay of said Vulture Model 616, you will find 3 2-meter-long, 10-centimeter diameter indigo cylinders. Under no circumstances are you to open or damage these cylinders. You are to return the cylinders to Alpha Complex. Now, I'm sure you'll be aware that the outdoors is in many respects quite bizarre, very different from our own beloved Alpha Complex. Outdoors, the floor is white and the ceiling is blue. But you shouldn't worry yourselves about security clearances in the outdoors. That's just the way things are.
Thank you, briefing officer.
Do you know Cosmo?
Cosmo who?
Cosmopolitan?
Cosmo VDOJ.
Ah, yes. Yes, Cosmo is away on an important mission from the computer in another sector.
He wants us to fix the food tunnel.
No. Your mission is to use a portal to the outdoors, and using a device that you'll be assigned to at R&D, you will locate a crashed Vulture Model 616. In the cargo bay, you will find 3 2-meter-long, 10-centimeter diameter indigo cylinders. Under no circumstances are you to open or damage these cylinders, and you are to return them to Alpha Complex.
Okay, thank you.
Well, I'm sure the computer in its wisdom will send us to the right place.
Indeed. So, are there no more questions? No more sensible questions? Any questions at all?
Can you fix my computer brain head?
Are you having trouble, citizen?
There must be an update or something going on, because my computer cortex brain head don't work.
Perhaps if you turn it off and on again, I can always send for some assistance if you require, citizen Duncan.
Will it make my brain work good?
I'm sure it will. Friend computer. Yes, Citizen LB, what is the problem? Citizen Duncan appears to have a faulty cortex and brain functions. Very well, Citizen Duncan. It appears the previous brain scrub was ineffective. We will rectify the situation. And a laser cannon appears from the ceiling and obliterates Citizen Duncan.
Damn.
That resets your your stats to their original level.
Yay.
That's
So
one way
yeah.
to do it.
Yep.
But now I clone number 3.
Yes. You're clone number 3.
All right, so
Oh, thank you, Citizen. Thank you, computer. The computer goes and the computer screen disappears, and the laser turret disappears into the ceiling. So Earlby says, right, so if you will head over to production logistics and commissary in the sector and pick up any mission critical equipment, and then over to R&D to be issued with your special experimental gear, which is in no way useful for your mission. Failure to collect any and all assigned equipment is a clear attempt to sabotage the mission, and only traitors would attempt to sabotage this important mission. Is that clear, troubleshooters?
Yes. Crystal clear.
R&D second, and where first?
Provisions.
Production, logistics, and commissary, PLC.
PLC, production, logistics, commissary. PLC
Right,
and then
guys,
R&D.
Let's
All right.
go.
So to PLC and then to R&D.
yep.
Okay, so you head across to the far side of the sector, where the following the site, your cortex is now functioning properly, and you get directional arrows appearing in your field of vision, directing you to your destination. Can I have a volunteer? Oh, there we go. Duncan, let's see. You gave me a roll of 4, didn't you? Okay. Right. So, Duncan, you receive a C-mail notification that pops up on your head, your display, your cortex display. You can open it if you wish.
Oh, yeah, sorry, the action of me touching my head was me opening it.
You're too good, Chris.
Excellent.
Too good.
Excellent. So you open up the C-mail, the computer mail, which is short for, and as you do, your vision is suddenly flooded and completely obscured by loads of advertising pop-ups and virus alert pop-ups, and you will need to make a brains plus science or program to clear up this mess.
Wow. So glad that I died recently. Science. Let's go for science, because this is at -5.
Okay.
No successes. Can I spend Moxy to make one a
You
success?
can. You can spend 1 Moxy to turn that into a success if you wish. So I'm not going to let anybody spend any Moxy to sabotage that, because they don't know that you've you've got this C-mail.
Okay, so I've got 1 success. now.
You're no fun.
Oh. Okay, so yeah, you clean it up and you manage to access the email, the C-mail. Let me just okay.
I was tempted to try and see if that I could change that by violently using science, by punching the air at where, but I thought
He's
I
hitting the
wanted
air.
to
It's like,
be more
it's like shadowboxing.
Okay.
It's worth a punt.
Oh, no, I haven't. No. Sorry, talking to wife. Where are we? Right. Okay. So, I'll send you a private message. 1 second. Ooh. There you go. That's what your email says. Or essentially. So you're carrying on down towards PLC. Can the four of you, Dave, or rather three of you, Dave, Max, and Oliver, can you roll a roll 6-sided dice if you would?
Okay. Give me a second.
I'll just roll 6-sided dice. Pick 5.
I'll roll a 3. No, it's the first one. It's the 3.
Okay, no
that's-
problem. Radio Derek. Derek, what did you roll me?
5.
Okay, so as you're approaching PLC, just about to board a transport tube to take you rest of the way, and an announcement is broadcast across the sector. Citizen Derek, please be aware that, absolutely not due to a clerical error, you have been correctly identified as a traitor and targeted for immediate termination.
I told you he was a traitor.
Been targeted for
And-
immediate termination. Was that computer's voice that
and-
said that?
No, it wasn't the computer's voice. So then suddenly 5 stars. Sorry, it was the computer's voice. And 5 stars suddenly appear above Derek's head.
I shoot.
Yeah, I was going to say if 5 stars appear above my own head, then I'm a traitor, so I'll shoot myself.
Well, so you all get to act at the same time. So does anybody want to jump the queue?
I'll jump the queue.
Uh,
I'm not going to let any of them get the points for killing me. I'm going to kill myself.
Okay, so you have to take a -1 penalty on your node. So so you get the chance to do it first. So what kind of penalty are you taking, Oliver?
So what do you mean? What kind of penalty am I taking?
So you can take up to a -5 penalty on your check,
right.
and that for each penalty, each level of penalty you take, that pushes you up the initiative order.
Okay, well I want to be at the top.
So that's 5. It's taking a -5 penalty. That's the maximum you can take. -1 at the moment will put you at the top because
Yeah,
that puts you above next
yeah.
clearance level.
Yeah, so I want to do that then, -1 and be at the top.
Okay, right. So,
So I've got a
Max.
-1 on my roll.
Oh,
Yes.
so you see on your character sheet on the
Yep,
bottom where
yep,
the dice
yep.
roller is. There's initiative jumping modifier. But wait a moment,
Yep.
because somebody else gets a
Yep.
chance to do as well. So,
Okay.
Dave, did you say something, Dave?
Yeah. I'll go -2.
You're going to go -2. So if you want to put -2 on your initiative modifier, Max.
Oh no, I'm gonna say as it is.
Okay, radio. Okay, so oh yeah, Chris, you're distracted. Otherwise, distracted. So
So,
can you make your roll then?
wait one
So it'd be
second.
a
Wait,
violence.
no,
So it'd be
one
violence versus
second.
guns.
Can I see
Yeah.
his 2 and raise him to? Can I use another 2 to then go higher again?
No.
No, okay.
Oh,
Guns.
I don't think so. I'll double check. But I'm going to say no for this point in time, just for immediacy's sake.
What's it? 1, 2,
So it's so it's Jimmy and he goes first. So we got successes. We got 1 success. So that's 1 level of success. So that does 1. So you need 1 over the difficulty level because of the armor. So that just that shot's just deflected by his reflex armor.
Wing.
Do you want to spend any Moxie on that?
Oh yeah, you can spend Moxie, of course. Yeah.
You
Dave?
bastards.
How many dice did I roll?
You rolled 3 dice.
I got
you
one
can't speak-
success, didn't I?
Yeah, you can't spend Moxie on the computer dice.
Oh, so I can only get one more success.
Oh, you got. Oh, sorry,
Oh,
no,
no,
you got.
I
you got
can
two
get
successes.
2 success.
You've got 2 successes. You've already got 2 successes because computer dice rolled a 6. So the computer, you've drawn the attention of the computer as well.
Oh, they're
I've
killing
only got one
traitor.
success. That was the computer one.
Sorry.
Only got one success, haven't I? That was the computer one.
So how many? What's there? So let me just let's look at your sheet.
Yeah, you only got one
Looks like I
success.
rolled 3 dice.
3, a 2, and a 6.
So you rolled violence plus guns is 5 dice.
That's 2. So I only rolled
Oh,
3
yeah.
dice.
Yeah. So the computer dice is extra. So you have 3 dice plus the computer dice. So the success on the computer dice is in addition to the other success.
Ah, right, okay.
So you've got
But I
2
can spend
successes.
2 Moxie.
Yeah. You
I've
get,
got 2, more importantly, I've got 2 fails.
yeah.
So I
So
can
you
spend 2 Moxies to get 3 successes.
2. Well, if you spend 2 mocks, you get 4 successes in total. Because you've rolled 1 success plus the computer dice, which is success, and then 2 failures. But you can spend 2 moxies, turn them both into successes.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan.
So that gives you 4 successes. Okay, so you spend first, then anybody else gets to spend Moxie to if you they're all successes, so you can spend Moxie to turn them into failures if anybody wants to.
Yes, please. So how many successes have they got?
He has got a total of 4 successes.
So I'll spend 4 Moxie and turn them all into
But
failures.
you can't affect the computer dice. So it's got 1 success that you can't affect.
So can I turn 3 of them using my Moxie
Yep.
into failures?
You can.
Okay. So I've got 2
okay, so
Moxie
you're
left.
So Max, you can spend them. You can do it. You can change them back if you want.
Do
Oh,
it.
it's fine. It's fine.
Okay,
So-
you're going to leave it as is.
Yeah. So I have a question.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send you a whisper. I mean, you keep going ahead. I'm gonna send you a whisper about a question about something.
Sneaky.
All right. Okay. So you're going to send me. Chris, you can spend Moxie if you wish to turn them back into successes if you so wish.
I'm gonna spend 2 Moxie to give him 3 successes.
Okay. Okay. So that means you take that's 3.
Wait, can I not?
hits.
Can I not raise again?
No. Once you've gone, you've gone. So that means that's going to be 2 damage. So you take 2 wounds then.
Oh, okay.
Your armor blocks 1, and the excess goes. So you take 2
So I
wounds.
take the 4 down to 2, eh?
Yep.
And I go
So
down
that's going to give you a
injured.
-2. That's going to give you another -2 penalty on your dice pool as well, which it should apply automatically.
Great stuff.
Let's see. Okay, I just got to go send a message. That's this message.
Never mind me. Don't mind me. I've just got an eyelash or something in my eye.
Radio. So next then is yourself.
I'd just like to point out the computer saw me do that as well.
Oh, the computer did see you. Yes. Good. So,
Because I'm such a loyal servant of glorious computer.
yes.
Unless it's changed its fucking mind again.
Well, unless that affects anything, I'm next. So I would like to use violent athletics to jump and get my head between some pipe and a wall or something and twist my neck round and do like some jumping twist and break my own neck. Because I'm not gonna, because my athletics is higher than guns, so I was gonna do like a danger dive into something and just go snap. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So violence, athletics. I love this game. And I've not got any equipment modifier or anything.
Oh my god,
do I?
what time.
Right.
We haven't got to.
Rolling.
I was laughing when you said that we finally got to our briefing room and it was like 20
Two
past.
two successes.
2 successes. Oh yeah, 2 successes. Yeah. Okay.
All right, I sent you my other.
Yeah, I see it. I see it. Okay. All right. So,
Do you not want to spend any Moxy on that?
Ooh, yeah.
Well, how many Moxy did he? How many successes did he get?
2.
he got 2 successes.
And
I'm
how
gonna
many?
use 2 Moxies to cancel that out.
Okay.
Oh, wait, no, he goes first.
No, he doesn't.
Well,
He can
Oliver
go
goes first.
Oh, do I? Can
Yeah.
he not go first?
No, you've got the
No.
person who made the roll has to go first.
Right. Well, how many
So they have
Moxie
to,
have I
like-
got? I've only got 2 left. I'll
So
spend.
bear in mind, yeah. When you come back, if you died
Mhm.
with less than 4 Moxie, you only come back with 4.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go down to 1. I'm gonna spend 1 Moxie to make one of them back. To make 1 more success.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
3.
Okay. So anybody else want to spend any Moxie?
Well, I've already spent the 2 to cancel out the other ones.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
And do you not want to use another Moxie so that he fails entirely?
You can if you want to. You can cancel that one out.
Why do you want me to spend my Moxie? Sounds like a traitor.
Okay. I'm going to pass the time limit on that. So okay, we'll delay. So you cancelled out them successes. Was that right, Max?
Yeah, I used
Yeah.
2 to cancel out the
Okay.
success.
So
I had 3 successes.
So, Jiminy shoots traitor Derek as Derek tries to just kind of jump and jam his neck between some piping to break his neck. It fails terribly, and suddenly, as Jiminy's shots hit Citizen Derek, he suddenly explodes in a cloud of bouncy bubble beverage.
He was a traitor.
See, it was proving it.
Congratulations, Citizen Jiminy. Your award the computer was you 100 experience points.
Praise the almighty computer. For
Okay.
its blessing of bouncy, bubbly bounty.
Let's go, Jim.
He just called you Jim. I don't have a clue there at the moment, but I'm just saying. He called you Jim.
He called you Jim.
I'm going to I've got brownie
it
points
damn
with the
it, Jim?
computer. I'm going to turn around and I'm just going to turn around as I'm celebrating the bubbly bounty and welt in one.
Oh, a punch. Very good. Go on then. That'd be a violence plus melee.
Well, as this going on, I'm heading over to the POC.
Okay.
Ooh, a success.
A success. Okay. So, Jiminy turns round and lamps Duncan one in full view of the computer who's still here. You, so Jiminy, you gain a traitor star.
I was defending your honor.
So it's a traitorous activity. But you also gain a Moxy back for pushing pushing one of your buttons, or one of your buttons pushed. Or let's also see. So, right. So there is it's like a pipe. What's it? A clone travel tube appears, and there's a bump as Derek's new clone appears. So Derek, as you plop onto the floor, you notice there is a piece of paper pinned to your jumpsuit.
Oh, I'll grab that and read it.
Okay, and I shall send you this message when I can find it.
I have to quickly
Yeah,
run
there's
from my
that.
phone as well.
There we go. It's a message in Foundry. Whisper message.
See that.
Okay, so meanwhile, oh god, Billy Bob, you're heading towards PLC. So PLC is just across the walkway. When there is a computer announcement.
Okay.
Citizen Jimmy Bob, Billy Bob, please be aware that absolutely not due to a clerical error, you have been correctly identified as a traitor and targeted for immediate termination.
I'll point my gun at the traitor.
I'll run down the corridor dodging.
I'm gonna shoot the traitor.
So you say there's a walkway, right? That's right there.
Yeah, you go, yeah, walkway, yeah.
I'm gonna use this legs to jump on the side and see if I start climbing under the walkway.
Climbing under the walkway.
Yeah. So it's like they probably have rails under it. I don't know.
Yeah,
if they have, like,
okay,
so I'll basically just swing down and start just.
Give us what's it? That'd be a athletics, a chutzpah and athletics, I think.
Okay. Would it be chutzpah or would it be violence?
I'm gonna say, go on, then I'll let you roll violence. Why not?
Okay.
A lot of ones in that.
Oh, that is a complete fair. Okay, right. So you swing down underneath this walkway, trying to like get out the get out of the way of any incoming laser fire, and swing straight down into the path of an oncoming travel bot, and just smashes you into oblivion.
Okay.
Just this red smear across the front of this travel bot.
I guess I
Right.
come back to flip.
You will come back in in about 5 minutes. You will come back with the memory of the last 5 minutes obliterated, wiped from your mind. And let's see. Finally, we've got this one. And I guess we're gonna have to come in and bring it to a close, aren't we? Where's my notes? All right. Okay. So it's like again. There's another clone delivery tube appears. The soft pump as the new clone of Billy Bob appears.
There's another traitor.
No one's traitors anymore. Let's go to PLC. Get our mission briefing, and then go to R&D to get the equipment.
R&D to get our other equipment. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what a traitor would say.
No, that's what Trey would say.
I know you can't remember the last 5 minutes, but just saying.
I'm
Just-
walking in.
Sure.
Just saying
They're
what?
arguing about stupid shit. This is what traitors do. They bitch to each other. I walk in.
Listen, we've got
Says you
to.
who dodged all the bullets and jumped in front of a train
We've got
Silly
to go.
traitor.
We've got to go and secure those cylinders anyway. Let's get moving.
Okay.
You would want to secure those cylinders, wouldn't you, you traitor?
That's the mission. There's a
you wanna
crashed
secure
Vulture
them for
616
yourself.
model, and we have to pick up the indigo cylinders. We have to retrieve them. That's our mission. Go on, citizen.
I think.
Are you not
were
listening
gonna
to the
drink
glorious
them.
computer?
I listen to the computer, but I don't trust you. I think you want to drink them.
And definitely not open them.
Are you taking all your proper happiness medication, citizen?
I'm very happy to say that you're a traitor. You've already been 5-starred once.
I say friend computer.
Yes, listen, Billy Bob.
Yes, I believe 2 of my companions are not very happy. I think they need some happy pills.
That's an excellent suggestion. I shall ensure that you are assigned the mandatory bonus duty of happiness officer.
Thank you.
Please proceed to PLC as stated by your mission objectives.
I walk right in.
I head on into
Okay.
PLC as well.
Okay, so moving swiftly along. You all.
You still got your
head
filter on,
into-
by the way.
Oh shit.
Oh shit!
So, moving swiftly along, you enter into PLC, into Prediction, Logistics and Commissary, where you are to pick up your allotted mission equipment. As you do, though, there is a sudden fanfare and confetti rains down on Citizen Jiminy from no determinable source. As Citizen Jiminy is suddenly accosted by a group of green clearance citizens wearing bouncy Bubble Beverage Company uniforms, and a man with a smile too wide for his teeth and too white and too white. What did I say? Oh, and too white, too white than anyone has the right to be. Informs you that you've been chosen by random careful consideration as the lucky winner of a crate of new bubbly, bouncy bubble beverage, bland generic flavouring. Don't choke. There is a sudden blinding flash of multiple cameras as a bad body double of VidStar Tony O'Fawn stands with Citizen Jiminy. And when your vision returns, you find yourself holding a can of B3 of bouncy bubble beverage, bland generic flavouring. Don't choke.
So it's a can instead of a bottle.
Yeah.
I'll give it a good shot and spray it around the room.
Hey.
Okay. Right. Okay. You do that, and it says you crack it open, it's disappointingly
Away
flat.
from me.
It's completely and utterly flat.
I'll say they made it less explosive. Pretty
That's
much.
disappointing.
I'll give it. I'll
Congratulations,
smile
citizen.
and go.
Oh, it's a nice
"Thank
souvenir,
you,
though.
everybody."
Sorry?
I was saying this is a nice souvenir, even if it's bland. It's like, oh, that's nice. It's a nice cup.
And I'll pass it to my friend Duncan to have a taste, sir. It's refreshingly bland.
It says don't choke on the label.
He might choke on it.
He has to do the opposite of what it says on the sign.
That's a label. It's a label, not a sign.
It says on the label. Come on, I call bullshit.
Nope. It's a sign. It's not a label.
Are you drinking it?
Well, he handed me a drink, so I drank it. Yeah.
Okay. Right. In which case, so you drink it. As you drink it, you feel something. There's some foreign body floating in the can, and as you drink it, it gets wedged in your throat. Unfortunately, you're going to have to give me a violence. So let's see, what will that be?
Throw.
Oh no. So it's going to be a violence and melee check to try and like pound it out of your chest. If you fail, you will choke to death.
Anybody have a good melee?
No, that's only
Oh,
okay.
hey, you can use Moxy.
You can move Moxy to turn them into into a success if you wish.
By the way,
Any of those 2 dice.
when I came back, do
Yeah.
I have 4 Moxy again?
Yeah, you've got 4 Moxy. Yeah. If you die, you come back with 4 Moxy.
Well, I'll use the 2 Moxy. Let's go. And then at least that will mean that RX will have to use 2 fucking Moxy as well.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I'm-
you turn
I'm-
that into 2.
I'm going to use 2 because it's funny.
So you're going to use 2 Moxy to turn them into a fail. Okay.
Yeah.
In which case,
that's
in which
my
case,
treason button.
Max, are you going to use any Moxy?
No, I'm good. Hey, you got Dave over there. You know he can use some Moxy to help you out if you need to.
Oh yes.
No, I'm good. I'm reveling in the fact that I got him to drink it.
Okay. So Duncan, you start to choke, turn blue, then purple, then black, and collapse dead to the floor.
Okay.
That must have been some good
but-
stuff.
It's a pound your chest, and as he chokes his last, Jiminy, this like plastic capsule flies from his throat and you sort of hits you. You kind of catch it, and you notice there's a rolled up piece of paper inside this plastic capsule, and then there's a bump, and Duncan's you clone appears.
Hey, Duncan.
Because I did what the sign told me to do I get an extra Moxy?
It wasn't a sign, man.
And do I get Moxy back?
I think you are.
Do I get Moxy
I
back
think you
because
are,
I was
did you
doing that
answer
because
that?
it was funny?
Yes, you do get Moxy back because they said that was funny. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Nice.
What does this?
What do I get back? Just one.
Just the one. Right. So it says this, Dave. I'll send it so nobody else can see it, of course. So I'll send you this. Right. So, let's quickly get.
Yeah, I go to get my equipment and see what we get. It's like, here to get requests for said mission.
Okay. So finally, after following your cortex, you find yourself stood by a small service hatch with PLC stamped on a sign above the window. So as you knock it, you kind of like say, "Oh, it's you." So then this elderly-looking woman with thick, just massive, thick, like jam jar bottom type glasses with the name Emma B above her head, who seems completely oblivious to a small fire that seems to have broken out in the room behind her. Yes.
Oh, how you doing, man? I'm in here to receive my my gear for my given mission.
Name.
I am Billy Bob.
Clearance.
Jerk.
Clone number.
2?
Are you sure? You seem confused.
No, 2.
Right, so she taps us into a computer, and then a little chute opens at the side, and all this equipment just comes piling out.
Like,
And
ooh.
there's a small plastic compass, kind of looks kind of like the thing that you get out of a Christmas cracker. A huge 6-man canvas tent that is way too big and heavy for you to carry by yourself. One empty canteen, One mess kit each. There's mess kit for so there's 4 mess kits, a propane stove, 1 set of heavy winter clothing each, 1 pair of snowshoes each, 1 pair of snow goggles each, a manual entitled Treating Frostbite, a Zippo lighter, 1 each, and 1 chapstick, partially used.
Oh, nice.
Just writing that down, bear with me.
I'll just bump it into chat. So that is the equipment that is issued to your entire team.
I guess. Give you up the stuff. Bits 10 to each.
Yep.
There's one tent. It's like this huge 6-man tent that's too big for one person to carry.
Can we not like break it into chunks?
Right,
No,
somebody's
it's they're
back.
huge. It's huge. It's
Yeah,
We'll have to
So-
carry that
one
between
person
2
carry
people
the
then.
canvas, one person carry the poles, that kind of thing. Or is it a single piece?
Is what a single piece? Sorry.
The 10.
I think it's like, isn't it like a huge duffel bag? It's usually a huge duffel
It's-
bag.
it's-
They
yeah.
have-
So the tent is in this huge canvas bag. Yeah. Like a massive army kit bag type thing.
Yeah, like 2 people can hold the one person can, somebody can hold the rest of the stuff.
Somebody take the pegs,
people
somebody
can
take the
hold the bag.
poles, 1 person take the canvas.
So it'll take 2 people. It'll need 2 people to carry the tent. The other stuff is loose as well. There's nothing to put it in. There's 1 canteen each, 1 mess kit each, a propane stove, 1 set of heavy winter clothing each, 1 pair of snowshoes each, 1 pair of snow goggles each, a manual titled Treating Frostbite, 1 Zippo lighter each, and 1 partially used chapstick. Just 1.
So what I do is my set of clothing, I roll it up and basically stuff everything in the kind of like wrap
Like a
it up
bundle.
in the pants, tie it up, and just kind of sling it on my shoulder.
Okay.
I have that.
I'll put the
Okay.
snow goggles on the top of my head. Yeah, I'm gonna copy him. That seemed a pretty good idea actually. Wrap as much as I can up in the winter clothes. Pocket the chapstick, pocket the lighter.
Put snowshoes on my feet.
Yeah, no shoes on your feet. Good idea.
I guess if we're going to the portal and they're expecting snow, then
Yeah. And then,
Yeah, probably suit up.
run to the portal as quickly as I can, wearing snowshoes, carrying like my end of the tent.
yep.
So while you're collecting your equipment as well, friend computer comes over the nearby appears on a nearby screen
Oh, we still need to go to the RD too.
to
Congratulations, citizens on reaching PLC. I am here to award you your mandatory bonus duties.
Oh,
Citizen Jiminy, you are hereby assigned the mandatory bonus duty of Equipment Officer. It is your responsibility to manage the equipment and ensure the functionality, cleaning, maintenance, charge loads, and proper use of the team's equipment. This includes weapons, bots, vehicles, and anything else the team is assigned. Naturally, you are also responsible for any gear that is lost, stolen, damaged, or destroyed.
Marvelous.
damn.
The opportunity.
You're blessed for
Quartermaster.
that. You're blessed to be given that opportunity.
Citizen Billy Bob, you have been assigned the position of Happiness Officer. A happy clone is a loyal clone, and by the coding principle of variable value equivalence, a disloyal clone is an unhappy clone. Put in infrared terms, all failure is caused by unhappiness. Therefore, your job is to ensure the fun and happiness of all team members. Your tools are jokes, songs, games, hugs, and biochemical supplements, but mainly the last one.
Nice.
And you are dispensed a sizable portion, a sizable amount of Gelganine, aka Happy Pills.
How about happy drugs? Happy drugs.
So who else have we got? Okay, so oh yes, this will go it.
Citizen Duncan, you have proven yourself to be an exemplary troubleshooter. Therefore, we are awarding you the mandatory bonus duty of team leader. You are to lead your team of troubleshooters, taking full responsibility for the group's successes and failures. It is your job to decide on the team's tactical approach in combat. An even more important task is acting as a helpful advisor to all your fellow team members. And finally,
Citizen Derek, we are awarding you the mandatory bonus duty of Hygiene Officer. Just as environmental impurities can degrade hardware, so can dirt, sweat, and blood reduce the organic efficiency of your fellow troubleshooters. Your goal is to keep the team as shiny and clean as possible, as the day they were decanted. Some of the ways you can do this involve growing tools, cleaning solvents, and random hygiene inspections.
Thank you, almighty computer. I'm blessed with
Thank
it.
you.
Carry out your duties well, citizens.
We'll do so. So I guess I look at Duncan. I guess oh glorious. Later we head over to R&D now.
Duncan?
That's how leader is for
Oh,
you.
glorious
What?
leader. We're heading on.
Let's
yeah.
go.
Yeah, we need to go to R&D to get our other equipment, experimental equipment.
Yes, practically.
Nice.
I
Okay.
had 4.
Hey,
clubs.
look, I could say A for team effort. I think
Yeah.
that should be in the title of the episode.
So, yeah, we will pick this up again in a part
You don't
2,
want A for
viewers.
team effort, because Chris will get bonus points for being our glorious leader.
Yeah, we don't want Chris getting any bonus points. Team
Just
Tumbleweed will
look
be
after your
back.
kit, that's all I ask you.
Team Tumbleweed will be back for a part 2, folks.
Oh,
That was fun, guys. But yeah, we'll leave it there. We'll pick it back up
Yeah.
another time.
Oh yeah.
Nice one. Thanks, Phil.
oh, no problem. My level of confusion was great.
No, so was
Again?
mine.
Has
Absolute
Max
chaos.
actually died yet?
You want
Nice,
sorry?
yeah, he's on 2. He's on clone 2. I'm on 3.
he's on 2.
You're on 2, and Chris is on 4. I'm keeping track on screen. I'm keeping track. Right, so I'll sign off the video, folks. So everyone say goodnight to the viewers.
Good night.
Bye
Oh, yeah.
bye.
See you for part 2, folks.
Good night, citizens.